Hello everyone, how are you all doing? For some reason I instantly then thought, yeah, I'm fine to go on cam, and you think, yeah, of course. Weird how you have that random moment of, I don't know, what if I'm not dressed? And the weird thing is, of course I was dressed. Worst case I would have been wearing pyjamas. It wouldn't have really been the end of the world. Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Jackie, thank you for being first. And Luminary, thank you for being second. Hey Mina, hey Jezza, how is everyone doing? Pyjama Street, it might happen one day. It could well happen, especially at the moment while I'm somewhat incapacitated. Because, yeah. I'm not really wearing jeans much at the moment because jeans are tough to pull over my ankle. So, yeah. Loose fitting at all times. How is everyone doing? How have your weeks been? You've got to Thursday. Some of you got to Thursday evening. You are nearly there. You've nearly made it to the weekend. Weekends might not magically solve everything in the world, but yeah, weekends are a tiny bit better than the other days. Thank you, Jezza. Yeah, it's a good t-shirt. If I could stand up, I would show you. Actually, can I pull it kind of up a bit? You can see a whole bunch of Woodstocks. A whole bunch of Woodstocks hanging out with Snoopy. It's a nice t-shirt. I'm a big fan of Snoopy. Yeah, that's my thing. I do a good impression of being an adult most of the time, and then there's Snoopy and Eeyore in my life. Sorry, I just got scared. I looked out the window, and a magpie just randomly landed on a windowsill next to me and was it was alarming. Aurora, how are you doing? I will hydrate. I'm feeling pretty fantastic. Had amazing news yesterday. I hope all your amazing creatures do. Oh, I'm glad, Luminary. I'm glad you had good news. Feel free to share it if you want, or if it's private, that's cool too. I'm just glad you had good news. We all deserve amazing news. Yeah, I was going to do the instinctive British thing of going, I'm okay. And you think, nah, I'm not really okay. My brain has not been my friend this week. It turns out exercise and just generally the ability to walk is a very important part of my mental health. And I didn't realise this quite as much as I have the last few days. I'd love to say I suppose technically my ankle probably is getting a tiny bit better, but the problem is it's day 5 on a situation where I'm basically expecting 2 weeks if I'm super lucky, but in reality everything kind of leans towards 3 to 6 weeks. 3 weeks is very different from 6 weeks. And I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play out. I'm trying to take each day as it comes, but on the other hand, it's not been an easy time. Had a nice pep talk from a friend this morning who, in a very kind way, sort of went, go do these things that will make you feel better. And I lifted some dumbbells, only a tiny little bit, like literally 5 minutes of exercise. But oddly, it did help a little bit. And then I immediately tidied something up at my desk. So I think what I probably need to do every time I start feeling kind of sucky about everything, I need to grab a dumbbell. Because I can do that while sitting. Yeah, so that's going to be the kind of plan. But I have ideas. There are things, there are projects I've been wanting to do that I haven't had the time. And I don't know. Anyway, let's catch up. Aurora. Where are we at? The news, I was at York Hospital yesterday. I have 0 traces of a big C. Oh, that's amazing, Luminary. I'm so glad. That is huge news. I'm doing good. Oh, Aurora's hit a watch streak. Thank you, Aurora. 5 streams in a row. I'm doing good. An album anniversary gig I was looking forward to was cancelled yesterday, though, with no real reason other than a PR one of logistics and personal commitment. Oh, I hate those kind of cancellations. Thankfully, I haven't booked my travel yet, and my hotel is refundable. That's something, but that sucks. Especially with that vague, if it's, somebody's really ill, like, sometimes singers lose their voice or whatever, you're kind of there going, yeah, okay, fair enough, it happens. But that just sounds so vague. I hate that. Jackie, did you get your account fixed? My dad sent some money and it went on the card Twitch was holding hostage. Now I'm subbed to Drongo and have Turbo back. So maybe? Okay, that's weird, but that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad your dad sent you some money. My unemployment denial was reversed. So fingers crossed by the end of this week I'll get the like $1,000 plus the government said they'd pay me. Oh, I hope so, Jackie. You are going through it at the moment. I'm sorry. Funny how movement does really help. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that movement works so well. I didn't truly. It's just annoying, isn't it? Where it's both amazing that movement helps a lot mentally, and kind of sucks too. Yeah, we shouldn't be so reliant on that. But yeah, I'm going to try and reach for the dumbbells every time. Because I have to admit, every time I wake up at the moment, I just wake up and think, I have a long day ahead. Admittedly, on the plus side, it was actually quite useful today. But on the one hand, my bad brain was going, don't bother streaming. Just mope. And on the other hand, I thought, yeah, but it gives me something to do. It gives me a little bit of focus. It gives me structure. I need structure. So it's good for the next few days. I'll be streaming. Today we're going to do some Stardew. Friday we're going to go back to Portal. I'm a little bit wary of Portal. It was going really well last week, but I know my brain is not what it could be. So I suspect tomorrow I'll be asking for help, basically. And Saturday we'll probably play some more Stardew. I ended up having a panic attack after everyone tried to gift me a sub. So glad we can. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jackie. I appreciate being able to come here for comfort. At least I'm glad we can help a little bit. But yeah, that's rough. Yeah. Just to add to that, I'm not in a position financially to actually gift much at the moment, but I did look to see if I could too, because I don't know, I just wanted to see if I'd be the exception to the rule, and it wouldn't let me. But I'm glad I didn't add to the panic attack. But yeah, what was I? So I'm a bit. Brain isn't the best. Foot isn't the best. The foot is. Yeah, it's kind of healing 1% at a time. It's got quite a lot of healing to do. I'm not quite sure how the Crohn's and immunosuppressants are going to affect that. And what I can gather, nobody knows. I've googled extensively. I've looked at Crohn's forums and Reddits and things, and it's just how long is a piece of string? And I don't know. So yeah, we'll see. I have projects. I'm hopefully going to get into a mindset. It's definitely a mindset I need to get into. Because there's plenty of things I want to do to improve a stream. There's some other sideline kind of ideas I have in the content creation arena. It's just trying to get my mind in a way that means I actually want to do it. Because pain is kind of annoying. Hey Mel, hey Sol, how are you both doing? I guess it all comes down to you as a person and how your body heals. Some people heal quicker than others, yeah. So it's it's like that with just kind of the average person when it's 3 to 6 weeks. And you think, the difference between 3 weeks and 6, it's double, but, that's a big, big difference. I'm hoping the fact I was so fit because of all the gym stuff, outside of the Crohn's, but, in terms of physical fitness, I was doing pretty well. I'm hoping that somehow will play in my favour. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works, but, or failing that, if all I can do is limp to the gym, I will take that. I will hydrate. Thank you, Jezza. As well as can be expected. Slept wrong, so a little ouchy. Ooh, I'm sorry, Sol. And yeah, how is your husband doing? I hope he's doing better now. I'm doing okay. I hurt my knee, but it just seems like some bruising. Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. Everyone, stop hurting yourselves. That's my job. I did it in spectacular style last weekend, so none of you have to hurt yourself now. I've got the community covered on the hurting front. But yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. Elevation when needed, ice, rest, all those things everyone keeps telling me in a way that is incredibly kind and is slowly sending me insane when they go, I'm doing that, why isn't it working? And it's because I'm 5 days in. Don't worry, I'm going to poison myself. Oh, I'm sorry, Minor. I hope tomorrow goes okay for you. I hate that necessary poison stuff. That sucks. Because, in a much lesser way, I always think of my immunosuppressants as kind of important poison. But I have said to people, I'm stabbing myself with poison tomorrow. But that is nothing compared to what you're handling. So I hope it goes smoothly and there aren't too many side effects. I don't even know what happened. I just fell. It wasn't quite fainting, but I didn't trip or anything. I think I'm just tired. Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. Rest up. Look after yourself. So he's doing well enough. I'm prepping him food, but he's up and walking about. Oh, that's good. Hallie, you also stop hurting yourself. Well, I'd say I'm trying my best. My best is not good enough at the moment, is it? Yeah. It's helping, so I don't mind. That's an important bit, mine. I'm glad it is helping. I know it's going to be a long process, but I'm glad it's helping. I hope it continues to. Today was our last appointment until Tuesday, so I hope I can switch off. Good. I made curried sausages for dinner, and it made so much I won't have to cook tomorrow. Perfect. Cooking in our household, not to be dramatic, is best explained. You know, when you play those kind of friend slot games, and it's this person has this ability, but really sucks at this other ability, and this person, you have to work as a team to make up for each other's failings. That's what we've got in this household at the moment, because the original plan was my mum had to have minor surgery on her hand. So she got a couple of stitches in her hand, and we're waiting for biopsy results. Fortunately, they shouldn't be anything horrific, otherwise that'll be a whole different level of stress. But she's got stitches in her hand, and it looks pretty awful. It looks really badly bruised, very, very sore. So anyway, that was last Thursday, and my idea was we usually kind of split the household load, and instead it was, that's fine, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do all the cleaning, all the tidying, all the washing, all the cooking. I had plans, I had ideas for what I was going to cook, so we ate really well. That all worked out well, Thursday and Friday, and then of course I wrecked my foot Saturday morning. Ironically, when I was planning on going out to go buy the food for the really nice meal. So we didn't even have any food in my house until Sunday evening when we managed to get a grocery delivery. I mean, obviously we had kind of limited stuff, but it was scrappy. So anyway, so now we're both trying to cook. And the problem is my hands work great, but I can't stand for long periods of time without everything starting to hurt. And my mum can stand for long periods of time, but she's only got one working hand. And it is really hard to do anything in terms of cooking with one hand. I mean, she can do a bit of stirring, but if she needs to cut anything up, no. So we've been trying to literally limp our way through what needs doing. She cooked one quite basic meal, but was basically she shoved a load of stuff in an air fryer with one hand. I managed to cook a nice pasta meal by basically gathering all the ingredients together in one place so I could just kind of lean and stretch without walking. And it's getting. Yesterday we kind of did a weird joint venture of making really nice chicken sandwiches. It's an adventure. It'd be really handy if there was a third person somewhere who had working limbs. But we're learning. I'm starting a new biologic, and that should be fun. Nervous for. Oh, I hope it works. So yeah, that's a scary time. New drugs are always scary, but I hope it works well for you. Hopefully, it's the start of a whole new era of good times. Surprisingly, I'm pretty good with not hurting myself, since I take my time with things due to my eyesight. But it's the body immunity, it messes me up. Yeah, I bet, Jezza. Yeah, lack of immunity sucks. I don't take my time with stuff, so that probably doesn't help me in the slightest. I shifted the way we cook now, it's helped my stress levels. Getting Zach's portion control is the biggest help. Oh, I'm glad. I built up a bit of a freezer stash now. I'm thinking of using my tax bonus to get an extra freezer, but I'm trying to do the maths on if that will be cost effective after. Yeah, good thinking. we have an Instapot. The problem is we haven't used it in a while, so because it was a good place to store it, I placed it on top of the kitchen cupboards. So it is now about 8 foot above our heads, which obviously is perfectly fine if you have somebody who has working legs and working hands. But as it stands, appropriately as it stands, I can't climb up on the kitchen stool to get it, even though my hands would be fine at lifting it down. And my mum can stand on the stool, can't grab it with her hands. Because, yeah, it was a good place to put it, and we didn't use it for a while. So, and obviously you don't plan for a situation where one person can't stand on a stool and the other person can't lift. Yeah. But I would recommend Instant Pot. They're really good. It's just I can't get to it. Didn't get woken up so early, and I like it just being ready. Yeah, that is the good thing about slow cooking. Yeah. Irony of one of you having a hurt hand and the other one having a hurt leg. Not the time to joke about these things, but later down the line we will laugh about it. Yeah. Yeah, we're not. I mean, I suppose I am kind of laughing, slightly stressed. But yeah, in the future it's just going to be a really funny. Wow, how did we deal with that? That went well. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It was funny on Monday, so only a third day of my foot. We had a family friend come round.
Point for subscribing for 9 months. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Lou on point just
thank you so much for the resub.
Wahoo!
How are you doing? How are you healing? Because Lou is also going through it right now. But yeah, Monday we had a family friend came round, who's basically like an aunt to me. Lovely, lovely person. Love seeing them. And to her credit, she was going through some stuff too. And so, yeah, we said, oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'll sit down. And then my mum said, oh, I'll go make us all a cup of tea. And the friend immediately looked at her and went, do you need some help? Can you do that? Because, of course, she's only got the one working hand. My mum went, yeah, that's fine. And I said, oh, I'll go get the cakes. And then she looked at me and looked at my limp and then went, do you need some help with that? And again, it was, no, I'll be fine. And I can't really blame her. She was just there thinking, okay, I feel like I should be running this house, not you guys. Where's the Stuart Littlehay? Stuart Littlehater is currently on vacation. I don't know if it will pop in to maintain streaks, but no, they are on vacation. Oh, you still can't sit down. Oh, that sucks, Lou. That must be horrible. But yeah, so it's been an interesting time. I do actually feel better for the dumbbells, as stupid as it is, so I think I need to do that. Anytime I start feeling a bit low, grab the dumbbells. Because I don't want to lose. This is really proper kind of vain of me. Last Thursday, so the last time I went to the gym, the first time ever, I was doing lots of arm stuff with my trainer, and we were looking in a mirror to check form. And I looked and I said to him, my arms are looking pretty good. And he went, yeah, you're doing really well. And I went, I'm going to take a photo. And I took a photo, and I never take a photo in the gym. I'm not that kind of person. It feels weird to me to kind of do gym selfies. And I went, nah, I'm feeling good about my arms. And the funny thing is, the picture came out a bit blurry because, I don't know, I did it too quickly. But in my head, it feels like I managed to take a really good picture of how much progress I'd made at the gym. Literally 2 days before I wrote off my foot, and I don't know when I'm getting back to the gym. And I'm kind of glad I have that for posterity. I'm hoping I won't lose too much of my fitness. I probably will in my legs, but we'll see. Should have gone with them. New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand does look so nice, doesn't it? Yeah. And my cousin travelled to New Zealand at the start of this year, and I quietly hated her. She did so many cool things. We need to spread the hate more for Stuart and praise Remy. We do, Jez. I actually have a little cuddly Remy who I can see from here, and I'm now thinking, is it worth me limping over to it? Probably is. I'm going to showcase for Remy. I'm not allowed to lift over 5 kilos. Oh, that sucks, Lou. Yeah, you'll get there, but it's a bit like when people say that to me. You will get there, but that really sucks that you have to get there, right? You can do quite a lot of working out sitting down. It's not the same, but it's still better than nothing. Yeah, that is my plan. Okay, I'm just going to limp over to grab Remy, because Remy is so cute. Remy is only little, but I got him at Disneyland Paris, and look at that little Remy. How could you not love this Remy? Look at that little face. He is such a happy little dude. He's constantly smiling away. Little rat. I hate Stuart Little so much. Hey, Chloe, how are you doing? How are your travels? Someday I'll travel outside the US. I hope you do, Jackie. I want to one day travel into the US, but without getting political, it's not going to be for a few years. For one thing, I'm pretty sure I won't be allowed in. Not if I look at my social media history. No. Anyway, there's Remy. He is the best. He is very cute. I'm going to sit him down to the side because it's that, or I throw him across the room, and that doesn't seem right. Husband brought me some Tim Tams. Turns out Costco had 6-packs, but nice. Oh, that is good. I like Tim Tams. You've reminded me now that last time I was in a shop, sounding like somebody who's been in prison, they had white chocolate Tim Tams, and I nearly bought them, and then I thought, I'll buy them another day. The problem with that was the day before I did my ankle. It is weird how I'm just starting to miss looking in shops. The sub anniversary. The Twitch mobile app is such a bad app. I hate it. Why do they not make it good? Also, Jezzo is saying about arcade sticks. I would like an arcade stick at some point. It's going to have to wait. In continuing things, oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I'm still waiting to see what's going on with my car. The dealer has an idea. The problem is they have an idea and I don't really trust anyone at this point. But fingers crossed, everyone. On Monday it'll get fixed. Because my poor mum had to drive it to the dealer with 1.5 working hands. It was very safe for everyone else because she had a good grip on the steering wheel. But she was worried she was going to blow her stitches, which she didn't, luckily. I do all my groceries online, but I do miss looking at the food. Yeah, I usually go... The thing is, because I'm at the gym is near a whole bunch of stores. So what happens is I normally get all the grocery shopping on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and then kind of get other bits and pieces throughout the week as and when. And yeah, that's how come we ran out of food on the Saturday, because I was going out to get food on the Saturday and then couldn't walk. But luckily we got food delivered on the Sunday. But yeah, anyway, how about we dive into some Stardew in a moment? I have done a thing, an actual thing. I finally succumbed and thought, life is hard. I want the game to be a tiny bit easier. So what I've done is I have installed a mod which adds an elevator to the Skull Caverns. Which doesn't, it's not going to... Skull Cavern is still going to be super tough. But I remember Spoofy saying about it, and I just thought, life's hard, man. Life is a challenge right now. I want to see how far I can get in the Skull Caverns with my elevator mod, and that's what we're going to do. And I don't care. It's not cheating. It's a single-player game. I'm choosing to do it. I got the easy fishing mod, and I feel no guilt about it. Fishing in Stardew is torture. Yeah, that was the thing. For a little bit, I tried to resist that fishing mod, and then I thought, nah, life's too short. I don't want to do it. I need that mod. Lou, I will send you the link after the stream. No worries, Chloe. Have a Chloe Zest. Well, I don't know what to call you sometimes. But it's good to see you. Have a good continuing vacation. It looks amazing. I am very envious. But yeah, have a good one and take care. If it's fun, then no excuse. Yeah, it's not affecting anyone else. It's just affecting me. I don't care. So yeah, so we're going to delve into that. Yeah, and we'll see how we go. Because I'm not expecting to get to level 100 of the Skull Caverns, but I thought it'd be a bit of fun to see how far we get. Problem is, when it comes to arcade sticks and buttons, our machines in the West require a custom-built stick, as they will not fit into Japanese cases. Due to Japanese parts becoming more popular ever since Street Fighter V, you can't just go on Amazon and buy one. There's only one stick I know of that comes with UK-US parts, but it's for the PS2 and require an adapter to work. Oh. Well, when I get to that point, I'm making sure I look up the link to send it to Lou. I'm going to ask you for all the advice. Jezza, because I would like one at some point, but it's going to have to wait, because everything is having to wait for a little bit until work and money picks up a bit. Side note, because we're rapidly getting near. I'll probably just run ads again in a moment. Because we got ads coming up in like 90 seconds. But anyway, where was I? I was going to say, I found out when I can get the future office stream room plastered, which is basically the big step. Of then after that, I can get all the other stuff done. It's not until August, which is, given the foot situation, is kind of workable. But sadly, it was a lot more expensive than I hoped because he's kind of got to rebuild the entire room. It's not just a simple plastering job. So yeah, there wasn't really a point to that. I just kind of said it. I have all this useless knowledge. It would be nice for it to be put to good use with someone, but it's not useless knowledge, Jason. That is useful stuff. But yeah, let's dive in. But yeah, hopefully by the end of the summer, I will have an office. I don't know how much furniture is going to be in my office because it's really going to depend on how much money is left from the budget, really, in terms of it might end up an office that literally has the computer set up, all the basics, but literally no furniture behind. Maybe you should stay home today. Okay, well, we won't go to the Skull Cabin today, then. Yeah, there's definitely a chance that we just have a desk in there. Ooh, Egg Festival tomorrow. Okay. But that's all we need, right? Or does this music immediately make you feel a little bit better about the world? Because we haven't actually played Stardew in a while. Things have kept happening that have meant we haven't. Even if the things happening are like the Minecraft sponsorships. Related to that, thank you all so much for the lurking or chatting or whatever with the Minecraft streams, because they do make a little bit of money because it's basically based on how many people watch. So just your existence is useful. I mean, your existence is always valued, but I'm just saying it's actually financially valued when there's a Minecraft sponsorship going on. We'll just do all the day. We'll just kind of have a basic run-of-the-mill day while it says basically to not go... Luck is not on our side. Imagine if life worked like that. If I'd woken up Saturday morning and it was just warning sign of luck is not on your side, don't get out of bed. Just stay. You'll be fine. That would have been a very useful warning shot. What are the new power-up redeems? Ooh, I forgot I activated those. Where are they? I wasn't sure how they popped up. We have... Where are they? Right, the power-up redeems are this new, basically fancy thing that Twitch has added. They're kind of like channel point redeems, but you redeem them with bits. And what I've done is I say that two of them, I think, I've only actually added one. A couple of them are kind of automatic ones. So there is stretch. I don't think I can actually... Well, I could stretch for 100 bits. Don't do that. That's a total rip-off. I might get rid of that. Oh, there's 100 bits one if I play without glasses for 5 minutes. That's going to go interestingly. But then the one I added is the backseat redeem, which is a massive 500 bits and is basically designed for those people who are very, very keen to tell you what to do in a game. As the caption put, desperate to backseat me. This is your opportunity to tell me what to do in-game. So basically, in the rare case that somebody is so desperate to backseat, they are willing to pay money, they can, and I'll do what they say. I don't think it'll probably ever happen. Oh god, playing without glasses, yeah. Yeah, that could be interesting. I did do that during the charity stream back in December. I don't remember it going well. I remember a lot of squinting. But yeah, at some point I'm going to come up with some more interesting power-ups, because like I said, the only one I've added is the backseat one. So as I've mentioned before, I'm very terrible at working out how to monetize myself, really. But yeah, I will come up with some idea. Yeah, I'll probably also, I can't remember if you can do minimums lower than 100, but I'd quite like it if it was a really low amount as well. I'm going to try and make things accessible. You get truffles. Thank you for the truffles. Charles the pig is very happy. About 100 bits you sing a song. Ooh, I don't. That is low for me singing a song. You know I can't sing, Jezza. That might end up like 200 bits. But that could be a good one. I mean, ultimately what I can do is we can have sales. Well, you know, I'm sure we will have kind of special streams where I'll just lower the value for everything. Be like when we have kind of Tangier fire sales. $300 bits, yeah, 300 bits, yeah. You want it to be kind of worthwhile. And obviously, yeah, with those 300 bits, allow it so that people can request the song, but there's going to have to be certain things I'll probably veto and go, no, I'm not singing that. I don't want to get cancelled. But yeah, that could work well. Good thinking, Jezza. I like that. Okay, we should go see the travelling merchant. That's always a good starting point. I swear the other day I read something about the ancient seeds and I have now totally forgotten what it was. Ooh, we have a lot of geodes. Last time we must have gone to the Skull Cavern and then rushed home. Okay, let's go to the travelling merchant. And we'll go back to the desert, swap stuff over. In a past life, I probably should have worked in marketing. Yeah, you'd be good at it, Joe. I'm not the best at marketing. I know this from my career because a lot of freelance journalism involves a lot of kind of pushing yourself forward. I'm not the best at that bit, and I really should be. I should have got the hang of it by now. There's something in the back of my head. It's a bit, you're not worth the money, and I need to work on that, or at least. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy if you go, I'm not worth the money, and you don't even try. But I should probably try, and then I can discover the hard way I'm not worth the money. But I'm urged to start a new save. Ah, Jackie, you should. I've been a little bit tempted to start an off-stream save file. Probably on, say, the Switch or something, so it feels very different. Because it feels like I've learnt so much, I'd quite like to see how that goes. Also, in recent times, I've been watching Redweird, who's a lovely friend of a stream, who he's been trying to complete the community centre in the first year, and it has been such a pleasure to watch. Hey, Infinity, how are you doing? You definitely are, especially from the Midnight Review I read. It was excellent. Oh, thank you, Jezza. You gave enough information while also letting your personality come through, but still nice and formal. Thank you, Jezza. That was the aim. Yeah, I think I'm not very good at talking myself up. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. And there's something, like, in the back of my head, I'm able to go, no, I'm good at what I do. But it's a tricky one trying to upsell yourself. You want to get the right balance so you're not cocky about it. Let's go do a little shout out for Redweird. Redweird tends to stream. At the moment, he is streaming Tuesday and Friday evenings UK time, so I appreciate that might not be a good time zone for some people, but he is absolutely worth watching, so do drop him a follow, see if you can catch up on his streams. He is the lovely mix of chaotic and chill. Fridays, he tends to he works his way through some kind of beer subscription he has. It's a lot of fun. The one advantage of a foot situation is Friday night, tomorrow, I can watch his stream and I can stay up late and watch it all instead of thinking, oh, I've got to go to the gym first thing. So he's worth it. I haven't caught Red in a couple of weeks or months. Yeah, Red's only streaming Tuesday and Friday at the moment. And UK evening, yeah, it's not going to suit everyone, but Red is... make the time if you can. David Diver DLC dropped. I know I'm playing now. Ooh, I need to get into David Diver. I've had it for a while. I am a bit rubbish at it. I also struggle with bit redeems. Since I'm such a small streamer, I'm not sure how to go about it. Yeah, I think so. I think the key is probably... I mean, I'm saying this is not an expert. I think it's probably fake it till you make it. Because at least in my career, that's what it is. You kind of have to act big to get treated big, if that makes sense. But like I said, I've got to work on it with streaming, because, yeah. I just do. I don't think we want anything. Actually, what was... I'm intrigued by the Calico Falls furniture. That sounds cool. Let's get that. Beer subscription? That's new and I'm there. Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the company is that he uses. I'll try and find out for you. But it makes it a really fun Friday night stream, because, you know, he's having a few drinks. And, yeah, chilling with a game. He used to stream a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. But at the moment it's pretty much Stardew. But yeah, like with a lot of streaming, it's the company that's the good bit, and it's just, yeah. Red is easily one of my favourite streamers. Let's put this somewhere. But his playthrough of the first year of Stardew is making me very keen to play. Well, start another playthrough. I was also thinking, I'm kind of tempted to see what the Stardew Valley expanded mod is like. Because we're at that point, it's a weird point in Stardew, in my opinion. Because it feels like I've achieved tons, and now it feels like there's a lot of grinding to truly get to the rest of the stuff. And the thing is, I don't really want to say goodbye to Stardew yet. So I am considering checking out the expanded mod. Really didn't expect to like Stardew as much as I ended up doing so. Okay, let's go see Clint with our geodes. Oh, sorry, artifact troves. Fancy geodes. It's the same. If you're performing a gig, even if it's to a small crowd, you have to play the same as you would for a bigger venue, as it's all about, like you said, fake it till you make it. Yeah. So a weird thing, because also we all have imposter syndrome. The daft thing is, which again I've learnt from my job, and I need to translate to other parts, like streaming, you don't ask, you don't get. So, you know, if for instance you don't set up the bit redeems and the power-ups and things, well, nobody's going to use them because they don't exist. And, you know, if say you want to be sent a particularly cool piece of hardware or something, or a game, you have to ask. Nobody's going to magic, well, very rarely is anyone going to go, hey, do you want this? So I need to translate that across to streaming. Oh, it's his day off. Damn it. But yeah, in my defense, I've been so busy with work, and then I only finished the work project last Thursday. And then I had literally 2 days of normality before wrecking my foot. And weirdly, my foot has messed up my self-esteem a bit. I don't know, I think it just does. When you become a bit more vulnerable, let's say hi to the bookseller. He gets 4 or 5 craft beers sent home each week, then puts up a poll for chat to decide which to drink and which break, and then chat ties every poll, of course. Except when they don't, so they can tick off beer, no time, or bingo card. Yeah, I forgot that actually. Red does bingo cards on a Friday. So basically, it's just a fun little game to make sure you're paying attention to the stream. It's nice and interactive. It is an amazing idea. It just works very well. It's one of those ideas where I'm left thinking, well, I can't do that because I just would feel like I'm stealing off of Red. But it is such a good idea. It's such a good way of adding interaction to the stream. We're going to go up to the quarry. Whack a few stuff. Basically, we're killing time today. Because I'm hoping for better luck tomorrow. But we need to make some bombs in the meantime, so we might as well. Chat, what are you playing at the moment? What has grabbed you? I have been playing. Oh, I've been predictable actually. I've been playing a little bit of Colouring Pixels and a bit of Mega Bonk when I just need something a little bit mindless. But I got back into World of Warcraft a couple of days ago. I just felt fed up because of the foot stuff, and I rolled a new character on World of Warcraft Classic server, and I've been chipping away at that. And a little part of me, in a probably somewhat bleak thing, is there going, I wonder how far I'm going to progress in this before my foot's healed. But the nice thing is, World of Warcraft is such a comfort game for me. Like, it just instantly makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah, I cannot beat World of Warcraft. I have to admit, if there was any benefit in streaming World of Warcraft, because to be honest, there isn't. It's an incredibly saturated channel, category even. You'd be watching World of Warcraft right now, and pretty much all of the time. But the World of Warcraft is a disaster. It's just too many people streaming it. I do want to get back to Resident Evil Requiem. I was watching Crafton streaming it a couple of nights ago, and I thought, yeah, I want to go do that. I want to go play it again. Because I started it, and then I stopped playing it for a while, and it feels like I'm only like an hour in, so I think a restart would be a good idea. I've been playing a lot of Mega Drive and Neo Geo recently. I'm currently going between Castlevania Bloodlines, Shinobi 3, and Metal Slug, depending on what mood I'm in. I haven't beaten any of them yet, but I'm slowly getting there, especially Shinobi. That's a good bunch of games. They are all games I would suck at, or no, I'm going to be generous to myself because I'm working on that. I would be mediocre at. I won't be awful. It'll be tough. But that's a nice bunch of games. I think at some point we'll start doing some retro streams. Portal is a nice starting point for Friday streams, but I'm itching to do a few retro games. And there are so many games I grew up playing and never completed because I'm pretty middling at that sort of thing. I think that would be good fun on the stream. It's going to sound so wrong. Ooh, wait for it. I played Phasmo on my knees. There was a crucifix there as well. But even that's too iffy, and I had to stop after 20 minutes. So I shouldn't laugh, because that sounds incredibly frustrating. And then it's the idea of, well, I was on my knees playing a game. Gotta admire the ingenuity there, the determination to be able to play a game. Good job, Lou. I'm sorry you could only do it for 20 minutes. But yeah, on your knees. Sorry you could only do it on your knees. I haven't played Phasmo in a very long time. I have a sneaky feeling the last time I played Phasmo might have been the first time I played Phasmo. I know I played it a long time ago on Drongo was doing a community stream. And I played it then with a bunch of people. And that was the only time I played it. And I'm trying to think if I played it again after that. I'm not convinced I did. Infinity, I'm just repeating what Lou's saying. But yeah, I'm glad you figured out a way, Lou. I mean, can you play games standing up, or are you in that awful perfect storm where it's, well, I can't sit down, but also I can't really stand for any length of time, because that would be awful. Hey, Miss Ricci, how are you doing? How has your week been? Okay, we got a decent amount of stone here. I haven't really been paying attention to what we've been collecting, but stone is stone. And coal. I know we definitely got a diamond, because I saw that in passing. Wait. We live in such a safe place. Because look, they just leave a bus door open and go, well, there's no bus driver here, so why would anyone try? Apparently, Ewan McGregor was in my local Audi. Ooh, nice. I like Ewan McGregor. I would happily bump into Ewan McGregor in my local Audi. Safe to say he would not go to my local Audi, but it would be nice to see him. A week with not many complaints, I would take. That's good. I'm glad. By the way, you know how earlier I was showing off Remy the rat? He's just sitting here. You can't see him. Or I might take a picture to show. He looks like he's just sitting watching the stream. But yeah, he's still there because I didn't want to put him back because that involved walking. But he's just sitting looking like he is taking in the whole game, and they're just, he's my hype rat. And I have to admit, I'm there thinking, I don't care that I am increasingly old. I think maybe just having a plushie in the corner of your eye looking on, going, look what you're doing. I feel kind of good about that. Okay, have we got any gold or solar essence or void essence? I think we used some of that last time. Let's have a look. We have gold, or I think it's the solar essence we used up. Yeah, looks like it. I should really tidy up these chests. There's a lot of crap in here. Oh no, solar essence. Okay, we can make a bit. But probably not a lot. Five? That's a good start. Hey, Gloel, how are you doing? We are kind of winning. I've been a bit cheeky. I've used a mod so that now we have an elevator in the skull caverns, and we are basically prepping for hopefully a good few runs of a skull cavern. Nothing wrong with having plushies if it makes you feel good. My girlfriend collects Pokemon plushies and has a full shelf full, and she's 36. Ooh, I love that. I don't have any Pokemon plushies, and I kind of keep being tempted to. But yeah, I do have a lot of plushies. That's kind of my thing. I don't have any other vices, but plushies, all about the plushie lifestyle. Okay, we need to get the iron ore from here somewhere. There it is. Because yeah, I just like plushies. Certainly once the stream room is set up, and assuming by that point I can still afford to buy the sofa bed I was aiming for, that sofa bed's going to have a fair few plushies on it in the background. I have a vision, it just might take a little bit to get to. There you go, we got lots of bombs. I don't think we have any other iron ore now. I mean, ultimately we're making more bombs than we are ever going to need at this point. Well, not ever, but for a bit. A mod sounds like a game jam. Yeah, I went full. Life is hard. I don't want my game to be hard. It's a single player game. All it's going to do is affect me. I deserve it. Where is the copper ore? We'll tidy up. Okay, decent amount. What are we low on? Have we got any other copper ore? We definitely do not need this amount of bombs, but we want to be. We're planning ahead. There's going to be a lot of runs. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so let's tidy up before we count up. Sell a couple of gems and moss. Ooh, I don't know if Gunther's going to want the tibia. We'll find out in the morning. So yeah, we got 14 mega bombs, 22 regular bombs, and 33 cherry bombs. I think that's going to set us off in good stead. We're just going to have to see if the luck is on our side tomorrow. I have a friend who collects, not collects. I think that's a word. Who collects plushies all around. Yeah, I like plushies. Yeah, it's kind of a thing I've reclaimed in the last few years. Probably because... Ooh, Aurora, have fun on your IRL adventure. Hope you have good times. Take care. Oh, and Miss Rachie, 60 streams! How did I almost missed that. That is huge, 60 streams. Am I going to have to start coming up with rewards for massive streams? Because 60 is a lot. Yeah, that is huge. Thank you, Miss Rachie. Or Miss Rakiai, as TTS would very kindly call you. My mum still has plushies and has them stacked on her chest of drawers. She's 60. Yeah, my mum actually, while I've got more into the plushie collecting again, my mum has too. We've kind of... She's slightly more sensible than me, but we have kind of slowly corrupted each other, is probably the better way of putting it. Certainly think that when we went to Disney, there are so many good plushies at Disney. And they're all crazy prices, because of course they are. Mine consistently calls me Miss Racky-Eyed. Yeah, every time. Hey, it's Miss Racky-Eye. Ooh, we got a lucky day. This might be our first excursion into the Skull Caverns with the mod. Because it's still going to be hard, it's just we get to return to where we started. Life is hard. Install mods and collect plush. Yeah, that is a good approach to life. I like that. Yeah, you are all agreeing. Yeah, I think that needs to be our motto. Life's hard. Install mods, collect plushies, win. But yeah, hold on. I will read Jezza's message in a minute. I was going to say, where was I? A few years back, yeah, going on to the earlier ground of that person that kind of messed everything up for me and then changed my trajectory a lot. I remember just before we fell out, my cat sadly died. And it was all a bit, understandably traumatic because there was a lot of decisions to be made, all that sort of thing. Anyway, the day we took the cat to the local pet crematorium, me and my mum went for a walk at these beautiful botanical gardens. And in the gift shop was this cute little cuddly dragon who I could show on stream, but I don't really want to walk, so I'll show him some other time. And I bought the cute dragon just because, I don't know, I was sad about the cat. I just wanted the plushie. That kind of set things off in motion. But I always remember I sent a picture, texted a picture to the guy who messed everything up, and his instant response was, why? Not anything else, not, oh, he's cute. It was literally just, why? After I said I'd bought this dragon, and I just went, well, because I felt sad, and the dragon made me feel a little bit better. And he went, oh, okay. And that was literally it. And then then bad things happened. And then I remember, like, I don't know, 6 months after that fact, I remember my mum was very ill with COVID right before Christmas, and it was dodgy. It was, probably should have involved hospitalization. It was all very scary, and even despite living in the same house as her, I didn't see her for about 5 days, other than to kind of check she was alive and drop off drinks and things in her bedroom. But anyway, so one time I was in my local supermarket, and I saw this massive plushie, and I thought, oh, she'd love this. And it was a plushie of basically an abominable snowman. Very cute. And I bought it, and I remember I stuck it in my car, put the seatbelt on the massive plushie, because that's what you do, right? Took a picture, and I remember I posted it on a Discord, and I remember a few people, particularly, I will remember because that was really kind. I remember Crafton just went, oh, it's so cute, I love that. And I just remember thinking, that is the correct response. If your friend is going through a hard time, or even just a good time, and they buy a plushie, your correct response is to go, I love that plushie so much. You don't go, why? There shouldn't be a why in your vocabulary. Oh, Automod caught a good one that I will make sure I say, I will allow. But yeah, so after that moment, I always remember thinking, the people you need in your life are the ones that go, I love that for you. Not the people that go, why? Because, And I think that's a very quick life lesson. And, goes well with, life is hard. Install mods, collect plushies. Yeah. Anyway, what problem did you have, Jezza? had a Linux moment yesterday. I went to upgrade my Mr. FPGA with a new 1TB SD card, and for whatever reason it will not read my micro SD card reader, even though it works perfectly fine on Windows. Oh, it's annoying because you've got to find another one on apps. I hate those weird little picky things where you're there going, this should just work. Why are you not working? That is annoying. Anyway, let's catch up. Ooh, I do like the Squishmallows. I haven't got any, but they are cute. I have plushies. I have a lot of plushies. Good. Everyone collects plushies here. I've collected them too, but they do not make them my favourite game. Yeah, the games you love, Jezza, they're not going to have plushies, sadly. They should, but they don't yet. Miss Rachel's got 5 Squishmallows sitting on top of my TV in her bedroom. I love that. And yeah, Lou, fuck him is, yeah, the correct response. Find you someone who buys you plushies and doesn't ask why. Yeah, that's what I need to find. Yeah, that is kind of in my head of thinking, yep, I want to find somebody who buys the plushie because it makes me smile. That should be sufficient. It doesn't have to be an expensive plushie. It could be, really cheap, £2 one in a petrol station. That's good. I have a lot of plushies. A lot. I love each and every one. I love that for you, Sol. You should. Buy all the plushies. I still have my teddy from when I was a kid and often cuddle it in bed. Miner has never once questioned it or made fun of me. That is how it should be. And in hindsight, because I've got a Spot the dog, he is called. I've had him since I was 1 year old. And I also have a Big teddy bear that I've had since I was born. And in hindsight, I used to hide them every time the guy came round because I knew he'd be a bit, why have you got those? And I would kind of feel a bit immature for it. But yeah, the more you talk to people, the more you realise, no, I suppose stupidly in hindsight, my mum has plushies from when she was a kid, and my dad never minded. So it's weird how you can, you can shrink when you shouldn't. I also collect squishables. I have some plushy Dreadful Bunnies and Pokemon plushies. My current favourite Pokemon one being my Sweetheart Pikachu in an apron. I think I'm going to have to get a Pokemon plushie because I don't have any Pokemon plushies and I think I need to change that at some point. Someone who gets on board with your interest. Exactly. Yeah, that's the important bit. I have a George the Giraffe. I've had it since I was a few months old. My cousin won it in a charity race for year old. But oh, that's so cute, Jezza. And I love there is a nice little story to that too. Life is all about what's between all the important parts. If that's all serious, it doesn't feel right. Yeah. Taken me, I used to know it, and then I forgot it. And I'm glad I remembered it. When I get really sick, my husband will get me set up in a nest of blankets, and he'll bring me like one of my 6-foot chilies, a couple of my bed buddies, and a squish. Oh, that is when you know you have the right person in your life. I'm glad for your soul. But ultimately, it's like Lou was saying, life has to be serious sometimes, even though it really shouldn't have to be. But life becomes serious. We gotta find the fun when we can get it. And yeah, it won't magically fix everything, but it'll make everything feel a little bit more workable. Let me pick everything up. Yes. My mom threw mine and all such things out pretty quickly when I was a teen. Oh, I'm sorry, Infinity. So I have none and only normal pillows to hug. Not even those for the longest. Oh, I'm so sorry, Infinity. I know my mum, both my parents growing up, their parents threw out a ton of their stuff. So my mum has one plushie from her childhood. She hasn't got anything else. And that's just mean. It's just very destructive and unkind. But yeah, you're never too old to restart that collection. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, reclaim it for yourself. Chile is Power World guy. I was going to ask about that. My absolute favourite one. I have a blue one and a pink one. I love that. I got a couple of months ago, which might actually be worth me limping over to grab, I got a plushy cow that is Story of Seasons. I will grab it in a second. Oh, it's the egg. I don't really want to go to the egg festival. I wanted to go to the Skull Cavern, and now I can't because Pam's not going to be driving the bus. That is annoying. That's one of my bugbears with Stardew. When there's a festival or something, you have. Yeah, I mean, you can just go to bed and ignore it, but you also kind of have to participate. Some days you just don't wanna. Hold on, Sol. I will permit you to post a link. I never understand that mentality of that generation when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, you're a teenager now, so we don't need to keep these things, even though they may have some brilliant memories attached to it. Yeah, I know so many people have lost so much stuff, and it's just rude. I try and gather some spoons to manage and restart, definitely. I hope you do, Infinity. I keep getting tempted by the Stardew chicken plushies. Oh, I bet they are so cute. Hold on, I'm just going to grab a cow, but I'm going to look at Sol's link first. Oh, that's such a cute dragon. Chat, do click on that link. It's just a very cute rainbow plushie dragon. Big fan. It's my weighted dragon I sleep with. My absolute favourite cuddle bug. I love that. Hold on, I'm just going to grab a cow. Alright, I have grabbed the cow and also the little dragon I was talking about that I picked up a few years ago. I think I've said this before, but my mum gave away my Game Boy and PS1 when I was about 15. So they were just in a drawer and I wasn't playing them. And yes, she did this without asking. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, so do get both if you can. But anyway, here is the Story of Seasons Bubble Cow. Look at that little face. Look how cute and precious that is. I have to admit, it cost a bit more than it should have, but I bought it. I bought it when work was good. I've known people who've gone through horrible things in their early life and then lost all plushies, games, books, everything. Not great. Oh, that must be awful. But yeah, here's a cute cow. When we have a stream room, I will put him somewhere in kind of pride of place because he is a very cute cow. And then, hold on. I'm gonna do up the dragon's bow, which did not come with him, but my mum had some spare ribbon and went, what about if he had a bow? So now he has a little bow. Let's do his bow. This is Dragon. He's just called Dragon. He is very cute. I bought him the day we took the cat to the crematorium. And yeah, your correct response to this dragon is not why. That's all we need to know. You don't say why to that cute little face. You go, look at the cute little dragon. That is the correct response. But yeah, that's Dragon. And thank you. It's so nice that we all share these lovely stories, and it's good. I just like it. The world is tough, and it is good that we get to just go, look at these cute little things. But yeah, I love Dragon. He's just bought at a difficult time and kind of inadvertently forever linked to, well, the death of a beloved cat, and also an awkward time where life took a very, very different turn. But he's still here. That's the important thing. Funny thing is, that Game Boy now is attached to such a brilliant memory, and I wish I still had it, but they're way too expensive to buy back now. The Pikachu Edition Game Boy Color. Oh, those are expensive. She got it for me in 2001. It's my purple one from '99, got stolen on holiday. Remember, she picked me up after school and surprised me. So she even knew how important it was, and you'd think she must have had nice memories linked to it, but she still got. I don't know. I don't understand it. I love Dragon. Thank you, Chloe. He's a very cute little dragon. The bubble cow. I literally ordered it for said friend's birthday. It arrived when it did. Oh, I'm glad, Infinity. I also have some game plushies. Almost all the Rimworld plushies. A lizard doggo and a couple of those. Nice. Let's Google Sweetheart Pikachu. Let's do that en masse. Oh no. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, the Sweetheart Pikachu is very cute. I approve. Hey, Guru! I love that we were talking about such cute, wholesome things, and then Guru came along and just gave us all trauma. How you doing, Sanguru? I am the Sonic today, you are. Yeah. What was I doing? Hold on. Mouse has just gone to sleep. There we go. But yeah, plushies are great. Anything that makes the evils of the world feel a little bit better. It's good. I can't remember what I was going to say. Never mind. My girlfriend's work colleague brought her back a Pikachu pumpkin that she won at a fair in Texas. Absolutely massive. Ooh, nice. Sorry, I have a Frumbo Boom Rat, the Mecha Hive Thingy, and Insect Queen. Nice. That is a good collection. Bubble Cow was a makeshift piece. Yeah, it is. Nope, that's for One Infinity. Same one. Yeah. Oh, share a picture. Yes, please do, Jezza. That sounds cool. Hold on, Sol. I will permit you again. Oh, don't water the barn. That's weird. Oh, full inventory. Okay, let's go make some mayo. Yeah, it's a lovely plushie Infinity. And I think I ended up pre-ordering it right around the time when I was really into Story of Season Grand Bazaar, which I need to go back to because I basically hit it really hard and then stopped playing it for a bit in typical me fashion. Hey, Rimvello, how are you doing? So let's have a look. Oh, that squishable hen lives up to the squishable name. That is very cute. I love that. Also, I love a story attached to it. But being brave for your infusions, that is what you want in life. Thank you all for sharing the stories, isn't it? It's just, yeah, it is lovely. It's heartwarming. It's good. You know, I started a stream with my brain not really being of the best because my foot is getting me down and I am not good in mobile, it turns out. So thank you all. You've kind of already lightened my mood. Okay, let's sell a few bits. Quite a few bits, in fact. Actually, we'll probably keep some stuff for when we head down to the Skull Caverns, but we're not going to be able to do it today. Because... ooh. Okay, that's worth a lot of money. Can we give that to somebody, or should we just sell it? Yeah, it's the Egg Festival, so we've got to go along with the game a little bit, which is a tiny bit annoying. Because we've got a good luck day. I'd rather go do the good luck stuff. But we got to chase Abigail for eggs. How you doing, Rimvallo? I hope you're doing okay. Okay, Egg Festival it is. Oh, is Pam still... oh, wait, we can still go to the Skull Caverns then. Oh, should we do that instead of Egg Festival? Because I've already won at the Egg Festival. Okay, let's get prepped. Yeah, we're a few years in now. The Egg Festival is not as exciting as it once was. Yeah, the Squishable Plague Doctor, the Midnight Plague Doctor Squishable, a blue-grey Bat Squishmallow, a pink-black Squishmallow, and a 20-inch Yoshi. I have more, but those were me. I love that. Yoshi is another one that, like having a Pokemon plushie, I would quite like a Yoshi. It's like I've kind of got my eye on going, I'm going to find my right one at some point, but I haven't quite got there yet. Pam's also apparently skipping the festivals. You're in good company. Yeah. Presumably Pam's looking again. There's no alcohol at the Egg Festival. Why would I go? We kept the totems, because that seems sensible. That's a good way of getting out. Mayo isn't that impressive on the energy front, but yeah, I do. Look at that little shiny precious. So we can start on level 30, because that's the furthest we've got in the legit way. We still need a better weapon, but I'm hoping somewhere along the lines we're going to get a prismatic shard. That's what we need. Hold on, we're not going to waste energy on you. We're just going to get out of here, I think. Hello, Ghosty. Yeah, we'll knock out those two. Oh, we could just go down, couldn't we? No dinosaur. Nah. Okay, we're just going to go down. See, we've got luck on our side. I have a dog for Nurse, Baphomet, I can't remember how to pronounce it, Sakura, Dragon, Hellhound, and a few other. Nice. See, this is why we need a better weapon. This stuff is a little bit slow. Okay, let's use a cherry bomb here. I'm pretty spoiled when it comes to my friends, since my bestie loves to spoil me. Oh, I'm glad so. I have to admit, my local friends tend to forget to buy me anything. You know, it's okay, they don't have to buy anything for my birthday or whatever, but they tend to forget, and then, like, 6 months later, I'll get chocolate. In that way where I'm kind of left thinking, you didn't know what to get, so you just got chocolate. Which I'm not complaining about, but on the other hand, most of my friends have kids, so I buy them a lot. But enjoy the walk, Miss Rachie. Let's go down the hole. Oh, five floors? That's not bad at all. I think you were super worried when I first got sick and wants to make sure I'm comfortable. That's really good, so that's what you deserve in your life. As somebody who, when I became super sick, I can name... Oh, hello. Well, my mum did a ton, and a family friend did a lot too. That was it. The aforementioned person, they didn't. And to be honest, nobody else did. So it's good you have a good circle of people. Can't redeem the puns. I'm just going to send it as a regular message. Oh, did I disable that redeem, actually? I might have. Why couldn't... Oh, okay. Let's try and sound TTS-ish. Why couldn't Pam afford more alcohol? She only had a penny. I love that, Jez. I love that you have now looked and gone... No, we're on to Stardew now. This is what we need. Oh yeah, the puns redeem is temporarily unavailable. Hold on. Let's have a look. Thank you, Jezza. I appreciate you. Hold on. I'm going to go find the command. I think I disabled it when TTS was a bit broken and then I forgot to turn it back on. I can't find it on Firebot. I'm having a minute. Oh, there it is. We updated Firebot recently, and I forgot to. There we go. The pun redeem should be back. Hey, Quilby, enjoy your lurk. I lost a lot of friends when I got sick, and we have a very strong core group. Yeah, so I lost a ton of friends. I don't think they wanted to be around me when I was weaker, and then the funny thing is, I'm now really fit, and of course, we're not friends anymore. I hate that that's how that works for chronic illness. I knew it would, because my mum was chronically ill before me, and I saw it with her, and her friends basically, well, a lot of her friends just kind of went, no, and checked out. It is a wrong part of how these things work. People should be better. Alternatively, I suppose you'd also discover who your true friends are. I need to do research some Stardew ones, as I know nothing about the game. Fair, just. I think at this point you're probably learning a surprising amount about it, though. Shower head. Jeez, I'm sorry, Lou. I had a shower. I haven't had a shower today. I had a shower yesterday. Yeah, I'm right with you there. It was tiring, and for me, it's not even I'm recovering from a surgery. It was just that my leg hurt. That was bad enough. It is amazing how basic stuff like that can be really exhausting when your body's trying to heal. Because I keep needing naps, like an alarming amount of naps. Like yesterday, it felt like I was asleep more than I was awake. You got something coming. Didn't expect you to arrive that quickly. Yeah, bodies when they're healing do not have a lot of spare. I really wish you could rest and get a massage in such a situation. Yeah, I suppose that might help. I don't know. Saving grace is that I have base flexibility. That's good. That's in a similar vein. That was what I found because I've discovered. I mean, I'm not meant to be hopping on one leg because I need to stimulate the healing. But sometimes it's easy. Yeah, it's easier to balance on one leg for certain tasks. And I have found that because my legs are pretty strong compared to what they used to be, my left leg is able to compensate for my right pretty well. I'd rather it didn't have to, but like you, I suppose, yeah, like you're finding with the base flexibility, it's good to discover that, yeah, you got something going for you. Yeah, we're on to 40. Let's top up. A good demonstration of how getting fit and healthy when you're able to really pays dividends when you got other problems going on. Yeah, what about it? I think we can use a cherry bomb here because they're very clustered together. Yep. Basically, we're just trying to get as low as we can before it gets too late. Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, 2 iridium sprinklers. Those are going to be useful if I ever remember to actually set stuff up properly. Waters for 24 adjacent towers every morning. Well, that feels like something I should actually use. Which ladder do we use? Hey guys, off you go. Go. Oh, there are so many of you. This is irritating. Oh, I was hoping there would be a ladder there. There was not. Hold on, chat. I gotta lock in a tiny bit. Eat some cheese. Cheese will make everything better. Oh good, it went away. Oh, didn't mean to plant 2. I wasn't going full bomber, man. My bad. That better. Whew. That went well, Glow. Yeah. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with my decision with the elevator business because life's too short. Stop chasing me. I know that's kind of your job, but please stop. Oh, hello. Did not expect you to do that. Ooh, we got crab cakes. Keep a crab cake. Oh, I just want to get out of here. Okay, that's the ladder. And breathe. Oh, now this is the opposite. This looks nice and quiet and chill. Good. That's what we needed. Hey, 7 floors. We're down to 50. This is huge. We will have to head back soonish, but we have the totem, so we can wait until kind of the last minute. Don't think we got a prismatic shard yet, though, which is a little bit annoying. Good staircase. Didn't come across any dinosaurs. I was going to say dragons, and I thought, no, we don't kill dragons. That would be awful. Not while there's a literal dragon sitting here watching. Ooh, a bat. I don't remember coming across you before. You look cute and no doubt perilous. Oh, we definitely need a new weapon. We'll get one at some point, but yeah. Lying down if you're. I'm glad, Lou. Good job getting my shower done, though. That is still a win. I know it's not as big a win as you were doing recently. I know it's not a gym, but on the other hand, at the moment, it kind of is your gym. So good job. Okay, what should we eat? Cheese. Cheese makes everything better. Basically, I'm just going to find an area that's got a lot of things to blow up. There we go, that's the kind of thing. Ooh, should we go that way? No, I'm going to see. I doubt I've got the time to get all the way to 55. Not unless I come across a hole. Go away, bat, go away. $53. Ah, we're going to be so close yet so far. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, one more shot, otherwise we're teleporting out. There's a hole! Quick, grab it! Yeah! Oh, we got to 58. We would have been so close to 60. Okay, I need to quit while I'm ahead, don't I? Yeah. I also went up to Tesco's for now to get a birthday card, and then got an ice lolly on my way back. Whoa, 4,700 steps. That is really good after following surgery. Are you making sure you're following kind of the advice? Yeah, what you've been told to do? Because obviously I don't know what's involved with your recovery. I know with me, I'm meant to be going for short little walks. I get to start doing 5 to 10 minute walks. The downside is where I live, everything is hilly, and that's not ideal. But yeah, so this morning I went for a walk down the garden because we have a long garden, so it's kind of the same thing. No, I mean not a 5-minute walk long garden. Having said that, the speed I'm walking at the moment, kind of. Yeah, let's drop all this off for now, but we're probably going to retrieve it tomorrow to make bombs. And then we were rest, because that was quite the day. It was a good day, but it was a lot. Ooh, look at that, 1:50 AM, we just made it. 13 days after, they want me to move as blood clots are a thing and walking is one of the best prevention. Yeah, that makes sense. In a much lesser way, that's the same with my foot, where it's don't stay still, deep vein thrombosis. And obviously nothing is, I'm not in a cast or anything, but same kind of thinking, right? So I'm glad you're walking about a bit. Yeah, at the moment, I'm trying to get to about 2,000 steps a day, which I've been doing a bit, but I'm having to do it in bits and pieces. And for me, 2,000 steps is not a lot. But yeah, they said if your mobility is okay. I thought I was walking one day after arriving at night. That is good. That is very good. To be honest, I've been a little bit inclined to be a bit. Not so much now, but like a few days ago, my mum was constantly thinking, "Should you be walking?" And I was a bit, yes. But yeah, it's a tricky thing to simultaneously rest while also move. Yes, but your sans ankle, yeah. But I still have to move because it stimulates the blood flow and I've got to try and break down scar tissue. So, which sounds about as fun as, yeah. I am thinking once I'm a bit more able, tomorrow begins a 3-day festival in Calico Desert. That's back in order. It's been back in order for about 2 years now, but okay. We're all delighted to be able to continue this time-honoured, beloved tradition. There will be games, free food, prizes, and much more. Also, 2 townspeople have got shops. That should be fun. Yeah, I'm thinking once I'm a bit more mobile, I'm also going to make sure I go to the gym, crucially to go to the swimming pool at the gym. Because I remember years ago, need to get a watering can, when I badly broke my foot and also sprained my ankle, I had to have hydrotherapy because it was that messed up. And the best thing for it was literally just walking in a swimming pool. And the swimming pool at the gym is very shallow, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, if the day is in our hands, we'll probably have a bit more of a chill day. Can do exercises for that are non-weight bearing. Yeah, I've also been taught I need to do calf raises, which, hold on, why has Ad Manager just vanished? That's better, it's back. Yes, I'm going to do I'm doing calf raises each day. I just have to basically put my hands against a wall, so I've got a bit of support. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, and I have to draw the alphabet with my toes. Which is actually really boring, but it's a good way to keep up my mobility. I'm trying to do everything correctly, while admittedly hating all forms of physio and rest. But I am doing it all correctly, honest. I don't like why here often when people get water therapy, so it makes it... Yeah, it helped a lot when I broke my foot. And I had a lot of problems with when I broke my foot, because it took 6 months to heal, and nobody really knew why. We still don't really know why. But it was a long time ago, and I haven't broken anything this time, so I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen here. But that's why I want to make sure I do everything correctly this time. Can you make it more exciting? Draw the Greek alphabet. I love that idea. Yeah, I should do that. And then do the Cyrillic alphabet. I don't know the Cyrillic alphabet. I'll Google it in one hand while doing the exercises. I do circles on my ankle or try when I hurt my ankle. No, I'm not medical. Yeah, that's about right. That's kind of the same kind of idea as doing the alphabet, really. I think the key thing is, as long as you are moving your ankle about, that's good. Because obviously, gym-wise, I won't be doing leg day anytime soon. I honestly have no idea when I'm going to be doing leg day again. But I'm hoping to at least some point be able to soonish. Honestly, could not set a time on it. I'm hoping I will be able to then get back to upper body stuff at the gym. Because there are certain exercises I won't be able to do upper body because you put a surprising amount of weight into your feet when you're doing it. But then there's other stuff, like, say, bench pressing, that you don't really. So I'm hoping that will come in the future, but honestly, don't really know when, and I don't like to dwell too much on working out when my win is. Pulling into the annals of my brain for my exercise rehab subject to uni. Good plan, Rachie. I may pursue you and DM you at some point and go, what else do you remember? Is there anything? Yeah, what am I doing wrong? And you'll probably go, you're doing too much. Go rest. Eggs. Turn me eggs into some stuff. And we'll sell some stuff. And we'll go pick up my milk. Annoyingly for me, which is adding an extra spanner into the stressful works, I'm meant to be going to a concert next week. I never go to gigs. Literally, hardly ever. When was the last time I went to a gig? It was before the pandemic. I don't go to gigs very often. But me and an old friend, we both decided we were going to go see Lily Allen. And I don't think that's going to happen for me now. And I don't know. And I feel bad because she keeps kind of messaging me on Instagram every couple of days and then goes, how's it going? And then I send a picture and she looks and goes, send a picture of Ancom and she looks and goes, what? She's being so positive and being, yeah, it'll be fine. And I'm there thinking, I don't know. I think that might be a bit unlikely. Because it's about to be next Wednesday, so I think I might need to ask her if she can find somebody who wants my ticket. As in, I'm worried that she's going to end up missing out if I can't go. I don't care about the price of a ticket. She's quite happy to keep it and, just give it to somebody who wants to go with her. But it's stressful. Because, who wants to let somebody down? It is a seated ticket, so, but the venue is an hour away, and we were going to go on the train. I think she's offered to drive now, but the problem is whether we take the train or park. It's not very near to the venue because I know the area, and then it's kind of getting into the venue. It's the bit where I can't keep my foot. It's going to be a long day. It's kind of a problem. So I don't know. Also, I've got a feeling knowing the concert, I'm going to be sitting down and everyone else could be standing up. So I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to see of it. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, my main thought at the moment is I don't want my friend to miss out. There are pros and cons to me going, but I don't want her missing out because of me. So yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Wish I could come take your ankle for you. I can still do it with my eyes closed after doing it for footy players for years. Nice. Yeah, I wish you could too, Miss Rachie. Because I got a strap. That sounds odd. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's some kind of ankle compression strap thing. I got it off of Amazon. And I think I do it correctly. But I suspect you probably know the better way. And I remember when I was a kid, whenever I twisted my ankle, my dad knew how to strap up ankles really well because he was in the army. And I'm there thinking, I think I'm doing an okay job, but I'm also left thinking, I don't really, yeah. I've Googled and stuff, because of course I've Googled. Who hasn't Googled this kind of thing? But yeah, there's a lot to be said for just knowing what you're doing. Should we go? We'll sort out the geodes, I think. That's fair. I have a handicap pass and it's insanely helpful, I bet. Yeah, I bet it's so useful. But it's only Thursday, so my main thinking is I've got to work out when to call it, because I think what I'll probably end up doing sooner rather than later is message her and just bluntly go, do you have somebody that could go instead of me? And then obviously say, I'm honestly not fussed about the money, just I want to make sure she has a way of going. Because she doesn't get to go out to many things, because she's a single parent, so she must have sorted out babysitting, and yeah. I don't want to mess up her plan. It's a tough thing to do yourself. I did it a bit for netball, but you get better leverage on not your own leg. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. We're just going to smash everything and then we'll investigate what we're actually smashing. Oh, not another chicken statue. But yeah, admittedly, if she says, oh yeah, I know somebody who could go, I think that would be a weight off my mind. Okay, go golden pumpkin. Prehistoric tool, I think we already have that. Ancient doll, I think we have that too. Rusty spoon, yeah. That chicken statue. And then glass shards, a mixture of glass shards smoothed by centuries of ocean surf. These could have belonged to an ancient mosaic or necklace. And a rare disc. A heavy black disc studded with peculiar red stones. When you hold it, you're overwhelmed with a feeling of dread. Okay, we need to get rid of that. We need to give that to Gunther. I don't need an overwhelming sense of dread. He doesn't want the overwhelming... Oh, we've already got the... Yeah. Okay, well, we're selling that. What we got for a reward? Oh, more warp totems. They're genuinely useful now. And a sloth skeleton? Right. Okay. All this talk makes me want a plushie. Go plushie, so I approve. But yeah, other than that concert, at least most of the things going on in my life they're removable. It's just kind of day-to-day irritants. I have my best friend coming over because he moved abroad a few years ago. He's coming back for a week, but it's from something like the 8th of July onwards. So I'm hoping by then I think I'll be limping, but I should still be pretty mobile. So that's okay. Because that would be... I can handle missing out on the concert, but if I couldn't spend good quality time... Yeah, I mean, he'd still come over, but we have plans. We usually go for a nice walk, and then we get good food, and we catch up and talk life and things, and it wouldn't be the same if I was stuck indoors. So I think by there, that's the next big priority. Grab my little dragon fruit dragon. Aww, that's so cute. As you've seen with my dragon, I like dragons. You could go do a bit of the skull cavern. I mean, we might as well. It's quite low risk now, thanks to the elevator. We'll go do that. We'll go exchange for geodes on the way. Oh, cool, a bot. We haven't had a bot in a while. But there we go. And delete you. It's gone anyway. We're good. We have not had a bot in a while. That's still plenty of healing time away. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because, yeah, I saw him 2 years ago. And 2 years ago was the aforementioned very difficult times in my life. And we had a good time, but I wasn't myself. And I felt kind of cheated out of the experience of catching up with him. Because we've known each other since we were about 8. And he is my my oldest, closest friend. So I was fully primed and thinking, I'm going to have an amazing time with him this year. Because, yeah, everything is good in life. I'm okay with having a limp. That's fine. As long as I can still do stuff, that's all good. Because, yeah, we tend to have a nice long walk, get some good food, we catch up. Funny enough, as kids, we bonded over being huge games fans. We had a lot of fun. He had a Super Nintendo. He had all the Super Nintendo stuff. I had all the Sega stuff. We were the perfect match. But funny enough, these days when we tend to see each other, we tend to talk games, we don't tend to play games. Ghost, go away. Also, I just realised that bot is all. You have less viewers. No, I do not have less viewers. I have good viewers. Go. I mean, you're gone, but still. Get out of here. Let's get out of here better. We did not. I'm going to smash this up, then we're going to go down the hole. Oh, 60 would have been better. Bat just constantly reminding me, yeah, I need better weapons. We'll get to that. Not again. Oh, there's 2 of you. I mean, they're not hard, they're just kind of irritatingly long-winded. Oh, and a ladder. Thank you. I forgot my mid-year self-assessment is due. Someone end me. Ooh. Was that with your accountant, Guru? I hope that goes okay for you. Oh, sorry, I was thinking of money. You have to write positively about you. Oh, no, that's worse. I'd rather sort out money. I don't want to write positively. Ugh. Instead, see, that's where self-employment is useful, because you don't have to do these things. But on the other hand, as I was saying earlier, I'm really bad at selling myself, and I need to work on that. So maybe, I don't want to be that person, but what if you're all learning better skills by thinking introspectively and thinking, wait a minute, I'm a good person. Because you are all good people. Oh, you bats, I hate you bats. Also, you dragon things. Even though I just said I like dragons, I don't mean you guys. Okay. At least one of them dropped a life elixir, so we'll take that. You take that. Okay, Sanguru. You are a terrible person. Good luck with that self-assessment. You're going to have to say nice things about yourself that are total lies. Not to sound a little bit too self-care-ish, I'm now thinking, I wonder if do me good if I wrote myself a self-assessment. Yeah, it just did it for me. Would it teach me stuff about myself? Might. Oop. I thought I dodged. I did not. Oh, a random little green thing. You look cute, but you do have to die. Jeez. I have to talk about my achievements and competencies and goals for the rest of the... Ooh, what are your goals, Sega Guru? You should write down, but you want 100% Forza Horizon 6 by the end of the year. I bet that is exactly the kind of thing they're looking for. Yeah, I'll take the stairs. You say nice things about yourself and no jam. There we go. Soul's threatening you. You gotta make sure you have a jam. A jam is too good to miss out on, I'm sure. Yeah. Jam is crack, for lack of a better term. It's lovely. I do love good jam. I don't think I've had any kind of jam in quite a long time. It's not always... I don't tend to... It's not a store cupboard thing that is always at the ready, but I do like jam. Come on, game. Give me a ladder or a hole or something. Okay, that will do. Ooh, 6 floors. We're down to 70 already. We're doing good. Hey Sim, how are you doing? How was the rest of your stream? Did you get another PB in Megabonk? You're inspiring me in Megabonk. I've been playing it a game recently, and I'm way behind you because I'm still having to unlock a bunch of stuff. But your approach is giving me life and making me want to play it more. I'm chipping away at unlocking new stuff. Another hole. Let's do a little bit of this first. It's getting a bit late. But on the other hand, we do want stuff. I played so much recently thanks to Sid. Yeah, it's just the way he plays it is just... It makes it look so much fun. Ooh, 8 levels. And I've been playing it on my Steam Deck, so it's been really good, like, particularly earlier in the week when I had to lie. Lying down was the best thing for my leg. Rather now, I can kind of sit, like at the moment I'm sitting with it not elevated. That's workable, but when I've needed a nap more or whatever, it's great to play on my Steam Deck. 8 levels again. Okay, we're at 86. We are definitely going to get to 100 today. And I know technically we're cheating. I don't care. But Sim, for those who don't already know, he's something like top 25 in the world or something at Megabonk at the moment. It is amazing. Yeah, he's doing so well. Really like it if we could get to 90 by the end of this, before the end of the day, but I don't think we're gonna. Not unless we get like another hole, but we've had 2 holes that have taken us down 16 floors, so I think our luck is probably running out. Yeah, ladder. Oh, 2 floors in it. Oh wow, statistically that should not have happened. Oh my god, how? Oh wait, no, don't die. Oh well. We got money to spare, we'll only lose a couple of bits. We're just going to get a lot of judgmental attitudes from Harvey. Yeah, I know, Harvey, I know. What stuff did he take off of me? Oh, not the warp toe. Oh, you... Well, I'll go buy those back. And my goat's cheese. Screw you, Harvey. Oh, we're going to collapse again, aren't we? I think he's going to be kind of fine. Because he took the warp totems from us. Okay, we're just about to make. I'm judging you, Harvey. I'm so judging you. As we reach the midpoint of the year, we're conducting mid-year performance reviews to reflect on progress, celebrate achievements, and align on priorities for the remainder of the year. This review is an opportunity for open, honest communication and mutual growth. Please take the time to complete the questions with thoughtful responses. I'm so glad I do not work in a corporate job. I mean, my bank account doesn't like I don't work in a corporate job, but my soul much prefers that. It's assessment time, Hallie. What accomplishments or contributions are you most proud of during the first half of the year? I dry heaved at that, just... oh, no. Obviously, I wouldn't actually do this, but this feels like the one moment where I'd think, yeah, I'm just sticking that into AI. But ChatGPT can figure out some awful explanation for me. Because, yeah. I wouldn't obviously do that. Don't do that. But on the other hand, if it means you still have a soul at the end, maybe, just maybe. Make some more bombs. I'm waiting for an answer. I don't talk about my accomplishments. That would involve talking myself up. I can't do that. I'm British. We don't do that. We could quietly there go, well, I saved 20 children in a horrific accident, and I'd still go, there wasn't really much. I need iron ore. Okay. Full review set ready to go. Okay, well, if I'm going to actually be good and honest and try to remember I've achieved things in life, my biggest achievement this year is being on a BAFTA jury. I did good with that. I'm able to see I did good with that. And there was some other stuff. But yeah, BAFTA jury. Obviously, I would phrase that in a more fancy voice that made me sound like a professional that knew what they were doing. I sometimes know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Other than that, what was the other part? Oh, you got to align on priorities for the remainder of the year. Oh, what are my priorities? My priorities are to try and develop some kind of income again. And heal my foot, of course. That's my ankle. That's quite a big one. That is a decisive one. BAFTA jury. Yeah, I was Infinity, yeah. I was on the BAFTA jury for Best New Intellectual Property. That category was won by South of Midnight. But sadly, because the games industry is a mess, last I heard, as in a couple of days ago, it sounded like the developer behind South of Midnight is getting closed. So the moral there is you can make BAFTA award-winning games and still be out of a job. It was really good to be in. And it was a very good and rewarding experience that took up a lot of time, but was worth every single second. What areas do you feel you've improved in? Resilience. I'm very good at resiliencing. And I've learnt a lot about DIY. I've learnt a lot about the complexities of plastering a wall and how to fix roof leaks. And I've also theoretically learnt quite a lot about what can cause juddering in a car engine, and discovered that there's about 20 different things that can cause that. I would like to not have to be resilient anymore, thanks. Yeah, me too. Resilience is a very valuable skill, and it is very overrated in that nobody should need that much resilience just to survive. Dream then. Hope lots more of such occasions come to you if you wish and have a time. Oh yeah, I would absolutely do it again, Infinity. It was very good. Also, I felt a little bit out of my depths because there were a lot of very important people who, to be honest, felt more successful than me, but somehow I was in it. So somebody somewhere, I mean, you're recommended, and then you kind of have to wait to see if you're going to get approved. So a handful of people must have gone, yeah, she's good enough, she's got the experience. So it was a nice confidence boost. I was going to say ego boost, and then thought, nah, confidence boost. Ooh, a desert festival is underway. So yeah. To be honest, the 6 months I have achieved quite a lot of things. It's just I'm the worst person in that I always want to achieve more. Ooh, there's an egg there. So I'm never quite happy enough. Ego is not a bad thing in small doses. True. Yeah. I definitely need to work on that, because my nature is to be self-deprecating, as you may have noticed. And on the other hand, my current plans all involve me being not self-deprecating and being a bit, no, wait a minute. Kind of be a bit, how many years experience have I got in games and tech journalism? Over 15. Can't think of a specific number, like, when did I start? What year is it? About 17 years experience. And it's a funny one. I see people on LinkedIn, we all go, LinkedIn, valid. But I see people within my industry that have been on, are there going, oh, I have 7 years experience, and they're all acting like 7 years experience is vast. And to be fair, 7 years experience is pretty good going in an industry that's constantly trying to destroy everything. But then I'm left thinking, no, wait a minute, I've got 15 years experience, or 17, depending on my dating. And I think I probably need to remember that a bit more and be a little bit lean heavily on the. I mean, 17 years experience, that's basically nearly 20 years. That's how people who know how to hype themselves up are liable to sell it, of nearly 20 years experience. So I need to work on that. Hey, friendly kin. Don't mind me, the depression is just... Well, some of you know how it is. Oh, I'm so sorry, friendly kin. I hope things improve for you soon. I know, depression is a complicated thing, so I know it might not be an overnight thing, but I hope it leaves you alone a tiny bit at least. So I'm sorry. If you need a hype girl, just message me. Yeah, Miss Rachel, I think I probably do. I should message you. Because actually, I have some ideas that could work in terms of making me a bit more money. And I don't want to talk about them on stream, not in a kind of dramatic tone. It's just I kind of need to kind of flesh them out a bit more in my head. So, Miss Rachel, I might actually reach out to you because I think you'd probably... I know you're going to be supportive, but also you're not going to lie to me. I think, and I know you're kind of experienced with things. I probably need to reach out to you. Okay, Hallie, knowing that our company goal pillars are community engagement, leadership and professionalism, content and viewer experience, growth and development, brand representation, what are your top 3 goals for the remainder of the year? What was the list? Okay, I want to improve on community engagement and the content and viewer experience through growth and development. Okay, well, surely the simple thing is we want more viewers, more followers, but we want to keep the community spirit. We want to make sure that we still have the community spirit of when there were only like 10 of us, but bigger. That is the goal. Arab. All that experience means you can churn out the same product with less time, right? And by sheer volume of work, make a livable wage. Yeah, if you work like 60 hours a week, you can earn the same amount as you did 5 years ago working 30. That is the dream. You should. I love that. I helped Woody redo his resume not long ago. Ooh, okay, yeah, I should reach out to you, Miss Rachel. That's actually, if we're getting serious... Oh no, Sound Guru has inspired. If we're getting serious, what I need to work on in the next 6 months is I need to get better at reaching out. Because the funny thing is, I am the sort of person that if somebody said, hey, can you help me with this? I'd be all over that. I'd be there going, I want to help you, I want to do this, I want to be a hype girl, I want to do everything possible to help you. And then when it's something I'd like to do, I suck at reaching out. And I know... because of everything I just said, everything works better if you work as a team, you reach out to your friends, your peers, people who know stuff. It all works better if you do that, but there's something inside me that goes, nah, do it on your own. Nobody cares. Just do it for you, Do it the hard way, completely on your own. I don't know if that's an only child thing. It might be. Or it might be because I am very self-sufficient, kind of emotionally and, work context wise. I'm kind of very independent, so I need to work on that. Also, while I was saying that, I just moved my ankle in an awkward way that I should not have done. I think I forgot for a moment and kind of moved my ankle in a way that I would normally while streaming, and then went, I did not feel good. One must not become skibbity. Yeah, don't become skibbity. Hey Paigey, how you doing? Everyone deserves help from others, except me. I feel that in my soul. Oh my god, yes. Yeah. Hello, eldest daughter. I think eldest daughter and only children have a kind of similar thing. I'm lucky to follow the stereotype. You can come across only children that grow up to be selfish, to be blunt, because they don't know any different. Why would you know any different? I don't think I do that, because like I said, I'm always there to help others. It's that everyone deserves help from others except me. That is I'm there going, no, I'll be fine on my own. And life doesn't really work like that. I'm very bad at reaching out. Which, funny enough, with my foot is really demonstrating that at the moment. Okay, so grow the channel while keeping its values. And improve skills in networking and outreach. That's 2. What's a third? Can we be blunt and just say make a bit of money? Not in a way that takes advantage of anyone. I would like to work out ways to extend sponsorships so that we can make money out of big corporations rather than you poor individuals who all have your own responsibilities in life. So yeah, get money out of the big business. We all care. Thank you, Reb. It also encapsulates that feeling of vulnerability. By keeping others out, you prevent them from ever seeing it. Yeah, I like being the strong person. The desert is my favourite place in Stardew. Love the goal set in this one. I like the desert. The desert has grown on me a lot. I'm going to have fun in a minute looking around the shops. Why are you attacking me? Yeah, Reb is calling everyone out perfectly. I was an only child of 8 years too. Oh, Miss Rachel, you got the perfect combination, man. Eldest daughter and only child. Translate the viewer's engagement into monetary appreciation. God, I'd be amazing at this job. Oh, that's such a cynical way of putting it. That's why I'm saying make the money out of the big businesses. Are there any new responsibilities or projects you'd like to take on? Oh, projects? But we have a secret one that I'm not mentioning yet, but I'm working out a way of doing it as kind of an offshoot of a stream. And even though I've been saying it for ages, but now I can't walk, so I have no excuse. I want to get everything nicely tidied up on the stream, because we have a few things that don't quite gel. We haven't quite got the same colour scheme for everything. We've got, things like the new follower notifications look a bit generic. So that's, my project, and I want to take responsibility for sprucing up the stream. Making it a little bit more professional. While still having a TTS that calls poor Miss Rachie and Miss Racky Eye. Because we gotta keep that. May I suggest something? Assign more drab colours to tier 1 and other low-cost stuff. Whoa, Reb. Reb has gone big business. Everyone is now going to glare at Reb and go, excuse me? We're tier 1. As the price goes up, make it more colourful and expressive. So basically the tier 3s have all the good stuff and the tier 1s are there going, what is the point of life? Let me get my pitchfork. Yeah, everyone, go for Reb. Last question there. Any feedback you'd like to provide about the overall community? The overall community is a delight. I have no notes about the overall community. They are lovely. They are funny. They are charming. They support each other, even without me there, to be honest. They support me. They make everything better. I have no complaints about the community at all. Wow, I have to try harder. Okay, also they are a little bit chaotic at times, but in a nice chill way. Same with Sound Alert and TTS. Tier 1 should be at 70% fun. If Reb ever streamed, Reb will be evil. If you want to be heard, you got to show you deserve to be heard. Reb is pure capitalism right now. Eldest daughter from one side, but was the only child on the other side. Oh, yeah. That must be a lot. Thank you for taking the time to complete this review with Guru AI. Your contributions are valued, and we appreciate your commitment to helping our community grow. We look forward to discussing your responses and working together towards a successful second half of the year. Thank you, Guru AI. You have been very helpful. I appreciate it. I'm just going to sneeze now. It's nothing to do with Guru AI. I am not allergic to Guru AI. I just thought I'd say that now. But thank you. Thank you. But yeah, honestly, in a very weird sort of way, that conversation has been weirdly helpful with trying to help me goal set. Possess you, but in the hand. What am I going to say? Something. I mean, we're going to work out what to make with this fancy meal. It's going to make me hungry. You think I'm joking? I'm going to do a right. Go for it, Sanguru. Honestly, like I said, in a very strange sort of way, I could do with the encouragement and the hype and the quietly. What the hell are you doing, Hallie? I mean, as a perfect example, back in March, because this is easy to grab. Back in March, I bought this very nice Snoopy, which is slightly green screened, Snoopy Moleskin notebook, and I bought it in March when I met up with Spoofy and Treacle in London. And I had a bit of time before I got the train, and I got this notebook, and I got the notebook with a specific goal. But basically, the BAFTA jury meeting was the day after I met up with them. So it was a very, very busy week, but I knew once I wrapped up the BAFTA stuff, I would have a lot more free time. And I bought the notebook with plans to basically write all the ideas I had of what to sound dramatic, what I wanted to do, well, not so much what I wanted to do with my life, but how, ideas for the stream, ideas for anything to do with content creation, ideas for writing, basically all of the ideas. I haven't written a single thing in it, and that was March. In my defence, I did then get tied into a fairly big work project like a week after that. So, and then there was another one. It's been a busy time. And then, of course, last Thursday I wrapped up work for, I don't know, whenever. But I need to write something in the notebook, basically. I need to hire someone to help me set goals. I paint jam, recipes, and hugs. That's a good way to be paid, so I like that. If I went stream and wanting to make a living from it, I definitely put my best amounts behind a tier 2 sub. Because you need to make some real money if you want to live in Netherlands and stream as a job. Yeah, I think ultimately with streaming, the key is you make sure you have lots of different income streams. I think, to be honest, in life now, the best thing to do is have lots of different income streams. Because if one falls through, you're screwed. And certainly when my freelancing was at its best, I worked for about 5 or 6 different websites at all times, so that if one fell through, it was fine. I had another 4 or 5, and so on. Where am I at? The thing about tier 2 subs is they help you get Partner Plus better faster, so there's that as well. But they also cost a fortune. You're expecting a lot. That's why my thinking is you spread it out. And ultimately, you focus on getting money from sponsorships. I think that is ultimately where nobody, it's like Drongo does it very well. It always points out, each viewer has to focus on themselves first of all. And nobody has any money because the economy is a disaster across pretty much the whole world right now. So, yeah, it's very, if one can afford to sub, that is, yeah. But I think the main thing we've learnt from this is Reb is pure capitalism in one little bundle. Everyone keep an eye on Reb. If Reb ever streams, his good stuff is only going to be tier 2 or above. Remember that. And the TTS is going to be quiet. I think I'm too small, but I'm very proud that smaller devs are starting to reach out to me. That is great, Soul. That is such a good feeling too. Yeah, I remember when I started out in journalism, where it was, wait a minute, they actually want me. Yeah, they're giving me codes, and it felt really cool. I'm excited I have some charcuterie events to work in the next month, so that'll be nice for my build. Oh, I'm glad, Jackie. That's good. Yeah. I find it rather unpalatable when someone streams a game and you can taste the fake nicety towards the game, but my brain overvalues honesty. Doing a sponsored segment involves playing this or that game. Yeah, but that's why for instance, quite a lot of people that I've seen, they only pick sponsorships for games that they actually want to play. Like recently, that's why I played Minecraft. I want to play Minecraft. I've certainly had offers for codes, and did actually have an offer at some point for an incredibly low-paid thing, and it was a game that basically was some kind of awful. I can't even remember what the genre was, but it looked absolutely awful. And I think the key is you pick your sponsorships based on games you would actually want to play, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to love it, but at least you can be genuine about it. I'm also being reached out to host an interesting game jam. Oh, that is amazing, Soul. Congratulations. I'm going to choose some food now. I want hearty beans. Hearty beans sound good to me. What kind of sauce are we going to have for hearty beans? Oh, it's got to be uncomfortably hot sauce. Give me the uncomfortably hot sauce. Voila, I call it spicy tacos. I am happy with the spicy tacos. What do we... Oh, we need eggs. Oh, I remember this business. We need eggs from the mini games, I think. Let's have a look. Is there anything particularly cool? Would that works 40 to 55 damage. Is that better than what we currently have? No. Okay. Monetizing Twitch is a weird thing anyhow. It's basically yeehaw, shoot dang, digital cowboy territory. You do it correctly. It probably is if you deal with kind of people that don't declare their interest and things, but that's like it anywhere. I mean, like in games and tech journalism, you will always have certain kind of... You'll have the people that will be kind of lying about their true interest. But the professionals are professionals. And I don't necessarily mean in terms of professional as in it's what they do for a living. I mean the people that act professional. I think there's a very key difference between those two. Because you also have people that do something for a living and don't act professionally. So... Okay, so this is all egg stuff. Not a streamer is 100% that. As in professional or not professional? To be honest, what's the challenge? I only watch for streamers that are going to act professional about those kind of things. Oh, we haven't got a fishing rod, have we? Okay, never mind. Descend into the skull cavern and slay 10 mummies or clay. Okay, we're going to go with the geodes. Let's go in. Let's make some make some eggs. Find some eggs. That's more like the sentence I want to go with. Pretty sure he has ADHD on top of a serious chronic illness, and he always seems to trip over himself. No fun to see, but plenty of people have tried to help him to no little avail. There. Yeah, let's go down. Dude always pulls 250 to 350 viewers for the basic. Well, that's good. I mean, ultimately, you can't... Yeah, people need to live their lives how it works for them. And it sounds like that works for them. Yeah, let's chop away. We got a calico egg, so you can collect calico eggs just from here as well. I see. This could work out quite well, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, that's not going to be far enough. We'll just take the hit. We'll do. Let's go down the hole. Chat, I think we're down to 90. This could be the time we get to 100. Just a tiny bit of cheating. And to be honest, I have absolutely no regrets about the cheating. Because it's been a lot more fun delving down the skull cavern. Rather than the frustrations of past attempts. Dinosaur! Remember the excitement last time of trying to get the dinosaur egg? Is this going to be the time? Oh, and they do breathe fire. I forgot. We did not get a dinosaur egg. But wasn't it exciting for a moment? of curiosity, how many subs do all of you have going on at any given month? I think it's easily accessible on the dashboard. Reb, are you considering streaming, or have you streamed? Actually, I don't know. Have you ever streamed before? Alright, I have no clue, to be honest. I know I've cut back recently. Probably like 8. But that will be going down soon, because, yeah, income changes. I didn't realise you did. Fair enough, then. Okay, chat, I think there's a hole, a couple of holes. We are definitely going to get to 100 today. It's going to be exciting. Are you all ready? It's going to be a big accomplishment. I can't actually, well, I say I can't remember what happens. I don't know what happens, but I think some people hinted, and now I can't remember what they hinted. Any more eggs? Which hole? There are 4 of them. Let's get that one. Oh, we are on 99, chat. Brace yourself. We've only got 1 more to go. And there is a hole. We've made it. We've utterly made it. This mod was the best thing I did. We're just gonna trash this place. We also got 5 eggs, so that went pretty well. I can't remember what the quest was that we were going to do though. Does it still say there? Oh, wait. Treasure hunt. Oh, the geode. Oh, we haven't collected all the geodes. So, we can go back down. Two geodes. Oh yeah, getting things lined up for September is definitely a perfect hack for saving money. And I've certainly done the same. How many are we at? Oh, 1 more short. There we go. There we go. Okay, chat, we're going to go down the hole. And then we're going to get to level 100. And then I don't really know what happens when we've achieved the big achievement, but I'm excited. Lou, don't worry about that. Just grateful you are here. That's, like I said, that's why in terms of... I mean, Reb's kind of deep dived on everything a bit financial. But no, finance is not the priority here. So Lou, just grateful you are here. Okay, let's see what happens when we get to 100. It's going to be big. Ooh, snakes. Mr. Q. Hey, Mr. Q. Is it going to be Q or Quai? Quai, probably. Well, 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 you made it. Come closer now. Don't be shy. I'm kind of shy. There are creepy black snakes all around you. I don't know how I feel about this. I heard you were attempting to deep dive into these caverns today. I had to see for myself. Impressive. Very impressive. You passed my test with flying colours, kid. I'm very pleased that you challenged yourself and came down the honourable way instead of skipping all the levels by crafting staircase. Oh no, he didn't realise that we've cheated. Never mind. It's fine. He doesn't know. But just nobody tell him. Most people say Mr. Cheat. Fair enough. Oh, I pronounce it Key. What Mr. Key or Chi doesn't know won't hurt. It's fine. He doesn't know. Yeah, it's fine. He's just proud of us. Let's focus on the pride. That shows you're the real deal, kid. You've got principles. You know the worst part is, I've just realised the elevator is right next to the ladder. Surely he knows. Surely he's there looking at us going, you tricked me. You understand the importance? Oh no. Oh. It's because I cheated on a test. You understand the importance of challenging yourself and holding yourself to the highest standard, even if no one is watching. Yeah, no one's watching. I'm not streaming this. I'm not cheating. Oh dear. That's why you're special, kid. See? You lead by example. I like that. Yeah, sure. Now, go over to the table and drink this special milk I prepared for you. I don't know if I want to drink some special milk that a guy has left me in a strange cave. I'm concerned. Yeah, big question mark time. It's called iridium snake milk. One healthy swig of that and you'll become even more powerful. I don't know if I want to drink iridium snake milk. Oh, well I have. The taste is awful and the texture is even worse. I'm concerned. What have we Can you milk a snake? If not, what is it? But your health is permanently increased by 25. Okay. We might have some kind of bacterial infection now. Good luck out there, kid. That was weird. That was very weird. But milk shouldn't have texture. Milk should not have texture, no. Sounds like it will give you the shits. Yeah, that is my concern. That's... oh, yeah. Yeah. Just, Just scroll up. Yeah, Jackie, I'm trying to budget for Twitch subs too. Now that money is yeah, I need to work it out a little bit better. And I hate it because I want to support everyone. But there will be a few people I'm just going to have to cut back. And obviously they're going to understand, because it's the same as in this position. Anyone who can't sub or has to not renew their sub, I'd be there, hell no, you focus on your own income and what works for you. But on the other hand, as a viewer, I'm still going to feel bad when it's, yeah, I can't renew the sub for a bit. Ozzy, enjoy your lurk. I hope you're doing well. I bet he doesn't say this much about it in unmodded state. Yeah, he's really rubbing it in now. He really, yeah. I mean, I'm proud. I'm also a little bit guilty. You can milk them for poison. Oh, great. We drank a whole bunch of poison. Cool. That's fine. I want to support people too, but I'm also low on cash and know I got to be careful. Yeah. And every half-decent streamer is going to entirely understand that. And if they don't understand it, to be honest, you should probably just unfollow them. Because if somebody doesn't understand that it's a privilege to be able to subscribe to anyone on Twitch, you don't need them in your life. There are so many streamers that are going to understand. But yeah, okay. So we have more health now. 165. Okay. Can we still go down past 100 then? God, does it never end? Oh well, we'll keep getting stuff. Turbo is a very good deal. Yeah. Occasionally I have turbo, and I mean, it sucks that you miss out on emote But Turbo is so good. Certainly when I used to kind of watch... When I was newer to Twitch in particular, so I'd watch a lot of different people and hadn't quite settled on my community, it was a bargain. And I might yet go back to... I mean, every now and then, Twitch tends to do kind of special deals on Turbo. So it might be useful at some point. But I need to work out a budget. That is on my long list of things to do. I'm guessing though, Reb, whatever the free option is, the streamer's not going to get paid as much. Because that's the problem. Anytime you dodge adverts, somebody is missing out on money. Which is kind of okay if, say, it's YouTube. But if it's a streamer, it's kind of... I probably have quite old-fashioned views with dodging ads, purely because so much... Oh god. So much of my work was very dependent on people tolerating adverts. Adverts are basically what is going to keep your favourite websites and everything going. Also, it tends to mean, even though you wouldn't think it, it tends to mean they're more able to be impartial because they don't have to take as many sponsorships. Just talking exclusively from the journalism side of things. I don't have time for ads, but I also wish people to be paid. So I'll pay £10 or whatever a month. Yeah, that's my thinking. I've never used an ad blocker because, like I said, so much of my work, I would have been out of a job long ago if it wasn't for ad revenue. And ultimately, people that provide a service deserve to be paid. On that note, ads just kicked in. How wonderfully perfect timing that was. What time of day is it? We'll probably head back a little bit earlier, because I think you can still use the shops at any time of day. I mean, the shops in the Desert Festival, to be specific. Oh, we'll get another elevator. Okay, we'll call that there. Twitch on my phone is borderline unusable when I watch without a sub. I haven't had that problem so much. I do hate the mobile app, but it tends to work fine regardless. Well, I say that. What I mean is, the ads don't make it any worse. Sometimes it will still crash, but ads heard you talking about them. They did, yeah. So, here we got 152 eggs. What can we exchange? A mummy mask? Yeah, I want useful stuff. I am terrible in Stardew. I am less focused on kind of the decoration side of things and want the practical things. What can we have? I suppose ultimately, actually, there will be different sellers tomorrow, so that's an option. The ding of the elevator is the same as the starting note for my morning alarm, so I keep springing away. Oh, that's probably pros and cons to that. Sounds like you're amazing at Stardew. If only. But I am 110 hours in. I'm quietly proud of what I've done. I find myself just closing my stream and going for someone I sub to, or just listen to a YouTube podcast that won't have ads. There. I don't mind. Yeah, with ads, I just tend to go do something else, or... I mean, ultimately, I'm usually doing 20 other things at once anyway, so it's just, it's fine. I get that. I had my friend join my personal farm just to do a home makeover. I think that's what I need. Like, for instance, I watch a lot of Spoofy's streams, and Spoofy does such a good job of doing all kinds of cool makeover stuff, and yeah, we'll spend hours just doing that. Yeah, everyone's closing up. Okay. I can't do that. I can't. I had a script blocker for many years, but did what I could to allow ads but not trackers, which was often horribly difficult to find out because it's completely intransparent, intentionally of course. I could not stand all the tracking. Yeah, tracking sucks. I've lost for spoons to fight it, so nowadays I use a Firefox without any plugins and Discord and Gmail. I just don't have the spoons after decades of depression, but I wish it was easier. No worries, Infinity. No, I understood all that. You're good. Yeah, I hear that. It is an annoying thing. But don't worry, Infinity. Typos or no typos, you are always valued and loved here, so don't worry about it. I have no concept of visual creativity, which is fine. Yeah, I'm not the best. Get me to write a bunch of stuff. I am good, I'm to finally be confident. I'm pretty good at writing, as demonstrated by the 17 years of writing. Visually, no. I lack... My brain doesn't do that bit. Yeah, just... Nah. Can't do the visual stuff. What should we drop it off? That was the wrong chest. We want that one. Not my thing, and that's okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely more writing visual. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think lots of people fall in one of many camps. Like my best friend, the one who's coming back next month. He is an amazing artist. Even when we were quite young, he was such a good artist. Just could draw so well. And he's got a regular job now because, sadly, being a really good artist really pays for bills. But yeah, he's such a good artist. And the best part is, throughout growing up, he would say to me, "Oh, it's not that hard. Just do this, this, and this." And I'd look and think, I have no idea how you just drew a bunch of random lines. I mean, it turned into a thing. But on the other hand, I mean, I say that. He's a double threat. He's actually a pretty good writer too. But I know he doesn't write as fast as me. And I know he would be there going, "I don't want to do your job. You write way better." But actually, no, he is a very good fiction writer. But his visual stuff is so good. It's kind of a shame that he couldn't turn it into a career. Because, people don't value the arts like they should. Or, crucially, capitalism doesn't. Yes, both Infinity and Friendly Kitten are very kind souls. You are the best. I prefer visual. I was just talking with someone about how I miss painting with acrylics. Oh, that must be so good. Because my mum is very good at drawing and painting. And again, is one of those people, I mean, she even says how she wishes she went to art school. But it wasn't the era for it. People didn't do that in her day.
Thank you, Slugnacious, for subscribing for 4 months. Hi.
Slugnacious just resubscribed for 4 months. Hi.
Hey, Slugnacious, how you doing? Thank you so much for a resub. But yeah, my mum is a very good artist. But yeah, such a shame. I always try and encourage her to draw, basically. I bought her a lot of stuff over the years to be easier. Encouraging of it, because it's a shame that she doesn't. Every time we go on a flight, she will bring an iPad and she will just be drawing away, sketching something. It's always that sort of thing where you think, we're on a flight at 7 a.m. It's not even a particularly long flight, and she will still somehow create what I would call a masterpiece, and she's there going, "Oh, it's alright." She's very good. How are you doing, Slugnacious? Let's catch up on chat. Writing is such a tricky thing. See, not to be like that, I don't mind writing a tricky thing. Whether it's fiction or non-fiction, I don't know. I mean, at my peak with my job, I would write like 20,000 words a week. Sometimes more than that. And easily, even on a quiet week, every morning I would write a couple of thousand words a day. just by lunchtime. And no, I can't guarantee every word is good, although it has paid for bills very well for a long time. But yeah, so that's the one thing I can be cocky about. I don't find writing a tricky thing. How you doing, Ozzy? My sister is talented at art. We're so opposite. I'm good, just getting going. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I went to a high school as a charter, focused on arts, theatre, dance, music. So that was a really neat experience. Oh, that must have been really good. You get to, experience other things and know different, That must have been good. I literally had one professor tell me, you add too many thumb flourishes, especially to the introduction and conclusions. Stop it. To have the next guy tell me, you write too matter-of-factly, you got to spice it up just a little. This was like porridge with no sugar or cinnamon. Oh, that's rough, Rib. You can't please everyone. Perhaps it's best to please yourself. Everyone expects something different from what's written. It can be maddening to the person doing the writing. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I mean, I've over the years had to write for so many different styles. Because, I mean, just on a basic level, websites and magazines have very different styles. Because websites, it's basically, you've got to get people in within like 2 sentences. Rather than magazines, people are actually willing to read and take the time. And I've written for kind of lifestyle, and did I forget to pick up the eggs? I've written for kind of lifestyle stuff, business-focused stuff, mainstream things, and I've always been okay. But I suppose ultimately I'm doing the thing I said my best friend does with drawing, where my best friend is there going, oh, it's easy, you just do this and this and this. And I suppose that's the thing, if you have kind of a natural aptitude for it, it definitely helps. And I definitely do not with drawing. I can copy. I'm pretty good at copying stuff. Like, if you give me a set of instructions to follow when drawing something, I'll match up. But that's kind of it. Go auto mod. A magazine can have foreplay. A website needs a hook, line, and sinker pickup. Yeah, basically. Because there's so much competition. Rather than if you happen to buy a magazine, because nobody buys magazines anymore, you're already winning because you're tied in. Let's go see Clint. See what's going on with artifact troves. Also, some websites and magazines want a more casual style, rather than... Where are you off to? Oh, okay. Rather than others are much more focused on... They want to be very technical and they want to get straight in with the details, that kind of thing. Basically, every website... Well, every decent website or magazine you have ever read has a style guide. And they can vary quite a lot. But on the other hand, as a writer, style guides are really useful because you know exactly what they're looking for. Everyone's heading off. Oh, they're heading to the Desert Festival. How did I forget the Desert Festival? Literally just went there. We'll come back to you. I would fry my guy. It is helpful. Because I can do it without, but it's always useful when they basically go, this is the style guide, this is the template we want you to follow, and then it's easier to kind of slot everything in a way that crucially means you don't have to deal with lots and lots of edits. Because sometimes over the years you'll get somewhere that will just be a bit, oh yeah, just do whatever you think is right, and inevitably whatever you think is right turns out it wasn't right in their head. Yeah, you're left with them going, oh no, not like that, and you're there thinking, why didn't you tell me this before? But that hasn't happened in a while, because that happened more in the early days when I was writing for websites that were a bit less professional, basically, or didn't quite have a key concept of what they were aiming for. Oh, except that actually for one time I helped launch a website. and they didn't quite know what they were aiming for. Because to be fair to them, it was a brand new website, so they were trying to work out what was going to work out. And then that was a little bit of, what about if we do this? And then it could end in no. But that's a fair exception, because it was new. I wonder if I read a Hallie article. Do not worry, not asking for identifying info. You probably have. If you looked up anything technology-wise over the years, almost certainly. Because, have I got any iron ore? That's copper ore. I think I needed iron ore, wasn't it? I've written extensively for sites like Tech Radar and Mashable and LifeWire, Digital Trends, that's the wrong thing. I've been around. So yeah, you probably have. Void Essence, that's what I was looking for. I was too busy thinking about my career. Okay, let's drop some stuff off. We'll keep that, yeah. Hold on, let's catch up. I was rambling. Probably why I found report writing for research projects at uni easy. I loved that, yeah. I also enjoyed all the writing side. I remember with my undergrad, we had to write a dissertation at the end, which was 10,000 words, which in hindsight felt like nothing compared to, well, yeah, writing 20,000 words a week. But I remember everyone I was on the course with hated the dissertation, and a ton of them basically left it to literally the night before to somehow write 6,000 words, and their head exploded. I loved it. That was, I suppose, I mean, at that point I'd already done a bit of voluntary writing for games websites, for really small games websites, but I think that kind of cemented the, I love writing. I mean, to an extent, your entire life then is homework. You've always got something else to write, but I loved it. Not gonna lie, I miss there being a stack of magazines no matter where you were. Doctor, dentist, friend's living room table, even the free newspapers in the subway. See, to sound like a germaphobe, I would never go near the magazines in doctors or dentists. I would always look and think, nah, I'm surrounded by ill people. All I need is one ill person to have sneezed or something and then immediately picked up the magazine. I'm not going near that. But I do know what you mean otherwise. I used to love having a lot of magazines in my life. Hallie's been around, confirmed. Yeah, as I said it, I thought, I might be too good at being an AI bot. Kangaroo, have you gone, never go full AI bot? I love magazines. I did, no Aussie, it made me laugh, don't worry. I love magazines. I did as a kid, and I still do. I'm more my slow deaths. Yeah, browsing my web isn't, it's not really, no. It's good to look away from screens from time to time. I think I super suck at writing non-fiction. I need to go through 20 iterations. Same with presentations, but I'm told either result is good. Poems and small casual prose, yeah, I was okay. That's been forever ago. And scary if read out, told to others, and there's a lost skill of LLMs now. It doesn't sound like you suck, Infinity. It just sounded like you kind of needed to do a few drafts. Certainly, I know a few people. Certainly when I was starting out in games journalism in particular, I know a few people that, yeah, they had to constantly do redrafts, and then admittedly, just because they didn't feel, not because it was a problem, but because they didn't feel comfortable. And then admittedly, most of them left journalism because it wasn't any fun. So I get that. But that doesn't mean you suck. That just means it's a different way of thinking. I am kind of terrible because I don't tend to do drafts. I think the general advice is, do a first draft and then, adjust and things. I don't tend to do that, and I wouldn't recommend it. It's just how my brain works. I am very much it's out there. Well, that's the best I can do. I'm also like that with exams, actually. Every time I had an exam growing up, I would finish the exam way earlier than everyone else. And it wasn't because I knew all the answers. It was just my brain would go, it was too fast. It'd be a 3-hour exam and I'd be done in 2 hours and I'd just be there going, well, I've done everything. That's it. My brain is never going to come up with more. So there we go. I had subscriptions to Disney Adventures, Wizard Magazine, Nintendo Pad. Nice. I still have a physical computer magazines from when I was a teenager. I don't anymore, Lou. Just because space, really. But I did used to like looking at them. I think I still have a bunch of Commodore 64 magazines somewhere, actually. That's a great idea. I'll review and adjust how much like an AI I talk. Good luck, Sanguru. But yeah, it's a shame with magazines. Funny enough, I used to have... There was a magazine that nobody will have ever heard of because it was kind of niche. And obviously only in the UK. I was in a magazine I did a lot of games reviews from, so I was in it every single month for about 5 years. So I ended up with dozens of copies of magazines. And this might sound weird, but I ended up getting rid of most of them because what do? I don't want to keep 50 different magazines lying around just because I've written 300 words in each of them. It was My M magazine, Jezza. If you know it, I will be amazed. But yeah, it was a Japanese... It was very focused on manga. Half of it was manga. Well, sort of, reviews of anime and manga and stuff I do not know. And then I did the games reviews for a lot of JRPGs. Not the big JRPGs, proper niche JRPGs and a bunch of other stuff. My M. I'll write it down. That'll be easier. So, Guru helped me too. It was actually really useful to hear. No, Lou, it's fine. Nobody does. I got paid okay money for it. They also, I think at one point, what was the big... It wasn't Comic-Con, but it was like there was a big expo for a while. And I remember I got paid quite a lot of money to write half the guide to it because of my experience writing that magazine. But I can't remember what it's called, so that is a boring anecdote. I think a lot of people got rid of things once upon a time because it was seen as worthless. I understand we must be careful of hoarding, but it's nice to keep some stuff if they have sentimental value. Yeah, I kept a couple of the magazines, but I just didn't want to keep 50 because it was a bit, where am I going to put them? Appropriately, now, I could probably fit them in my future office, but they just collect dust. I wouldn't look at them. So, I've still got a few. Also, while I'm kind of tooting my own horn, I kind of still am once in a while. I mean Stuff magazine, which some of you might know. It's only more famous. But I'm in that every once in a while. Should we get a maple one there? Main thing I'm looking for is a good weapon. I know that. Yeah, that's fair. Self-reviews are just a framework to sort and focus your thoughts. I'm happy to help anyone with one. I'm a pro because I do a personal one every few months. I think that's a really good idea, Sanguru. As much as we've also kind of teased you a little bit about the Guru AI mode, I think probably we could all benefit from a bit of reassessment every few months. I think that's kind of a healthy way of checking that you're still pursuing your goals. Because it is so easy to get kind of knocked off of track. Because it just is. Life gets in the way. Not to sound cynical, but sometimes people get in the way and then they kind of send you off down a different path. So I think it's good to kind of take that moment to work out if you're still on track. Which, it's okay if you're not on track, because again, life can do things that mean you can't always be on track. Believe me, I know that one. I'll just glare at my ankle. But it's probably quite healthy to kind of figure it out. Oh god, they absolutely do not need to be AI or corpo speak. No. Just nice plain speak is going to be the good way of doing it. But I think a little bit of personal reflection can be good. Because I know certainly I can be very good at kind of coasting through life. And not in an unpleasant way, but just in a way where I could probably make a few tweaks if I ever bothered to pay attention to think, wait a minute, I could do that differently. Is this actually working for me? It was working for me before, but is it still working for me? I think an important part of a self-review of people is to not impart your ideas. Just give space and focus for people to answer them. Yeah, I think so. Because that's the thing. I mean, you, as in, one could have a goal that somebody else would go, why would you do that? But it's personal to you. I suppose that's what I was kind of getting at with the idea that sometimes we can be not distracted necessarily, but yeah, other people's ideas can affect how we feel about certain things. When we might not have felt that way, we just kind of agreed with it. If that makes sense. The more you know. I was just playing some Resident Evil 2 on the PS1, and I never knew that if you ran past certain enemies near the end of the game, if you go back later, they'll despawn. It's good to know, as I only ran past them because I wanted to conserve ammo for lost. Good job, Jezza. You were using your day well. I appreciate that. That's good. Good luck, Sanguru. It's been a pleasure to have you here, and you have honestly made me think positive things, which... that's a big step, so thank you. Good luck with your work. Indeed, if you don't want 50 magazines, it's fine. Perhaps next time see if you can give away stuff you don't hold value in. I do that a lot, actually, Friendly Kitten. Magazines, no shops local to me would take magazines, because nobody cares about magazines. But when I was clearing a lot of stuff in my house, I swear I was living at the local charity shops, that we call them, because I was constantly donating stuff. And I think we ended up donating about 30 big bags full of books in particular, but also a ton of clothes. There were all sorts of things. So, and they were so grateful too, which was really good. Because we had pretty good stuff. It was just stuff we didn't need or want anymore. But nowhere here tends to take magazines, sadly. It goes for pretty much every helping people gather their understanding, I think. But self-assessment's for sure one big such thing. I like that idea. I'm going to try and remember that. I donated a lot of stuff back in the aughts when I tried to clear things out. I donated my 5,000 comic book collection built over 20 years of childhood into my 20s. That's really cool. That's a good thing. I know the aforementioned charity shop that I went to. I remember when I was waiting, I think, to, I don't know, get something processed or whatever, they had a huge display of really cool looking comic books. And I was looking and I was being very sensible and thinking, no, you came here to donate stuff. Don't leave with stuff. But it was really cool to look at. I know teachers appreciate magazines, although usually it's they're cut up and not always read. I'll have to remember that next time. I don't think I really have any magazines now. The magazines that I was published in and didn't keep, they were all recycled. So at least they've gone on to do good things. Fortunately, they were and continue to be fairly worthless, because any comic after the 80s really never got any value, with some rare exceptions. So I hope some people just go read them again. That's very good. Yeah, I'm glad you, like Ozzy said, people could appreciate them then. We got a prismatic shard! I have been waiting for this moment. Also, it occurred to me, I've been chatting so much I forgot to go get those new warp tomes. I wonder if I still can. You do? No, I have to go find out. We might cut this run to the Skull Cavern short, so I actually remember what I'm doing. Oh, especially now we've just completed that quest. Yeah, we got Prismatic Shard! Very exciting. So yeah, let's get out of here. Another topic. Does anyone know of any apps, websites, or software it's useful for redoing, redecorating a room? My brain just refuses to visualize things in relation to what I want to do with this. This will sound weird, but it makes perfect sense. Because I need to plan the office, Spoofy suggested to me to do it in The Sims. So if you have a copy of The Sims, I'd recommend doing it that way. I haven't got around to doing it yet, because the office isn't going to get sorted for a while. But I think that could work quite well. Oh, we can't walk through here, can we? Because that's there. Because there is something over here that I can't remember now to do with Prismatic Shard. Yeah, we'll come back to that then. What are we going to do? We're going to go to the Adventurers Guild. We'll go do that. I've gone through acquaintances who often ask me for advice. I don't know why people would do that. Well, because you're a good, kind person, Infinity. When they had to decide about abortion, ooh, that's a lot then. And obviously what helps is taking them through their own thoughts and feelings about it. But apparently that's completely lacking when they discuss or ask for advice usually. And it just seems the most naturally useful thing, I think. Yeah, I think that's a good way, especially when it's something huge like that. You don't want to guide people, you want to kind of be a sounding board. That would be my take on it. I thought about that. Back in the day, I'd just get an IKEA magazine and vigorously apply my scissors to it so I can map it out on paper. There. But for me, I'm going to go with The Sims. But I haven't got around. Well, I say that budget-wise, I don't think the office is going to have a lot of furniture to start with. So I probably don't have to plot it out quite as well as I thought I would. As long as I know where the desk is going, that's probably going to be it for now. Okay, got the warp totems back. One of the things I worked on in therapy the past 2 years is actively listening to people and not just giving advice. Yeah. For me, I'm a compulsive fixer, so I kind of automatically want to fix things. And in reality, a lot of the time, they give it a follow. We have anonymous follows, so welcome in. We have reached the follower goal. So that is awesome. Yeah, I want to be a compulsive. I'm a compulsive fixer. So I need to work on. What I tend to do is just go. So do you want? Do you want me to tell you what I would do, or do you just want me to listen? Because sometimes you just, want somebody to listen. I've been playing a lot with Yuki, and I made my own save because I like it. Oh, I'm glad so. One thing about codependency people don't necessarily think of is we get so uncomfortable with other people's pain we try to solve theirs. But yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, follow a goal. We're doing well, chat. Everything is going pretty well. I asked my 6-year-old daughter that question, and even at that age, she was able to say, please just listen. Yeah. Because, I think that probably gets even more relevant the older you get, because to be blunt, sometimes there are things you want to rant about and you're there going, I know what to do because, I'm an adult, and crucially an adult with Google available to me, but I want somebody to listen and go, that's hard, that sucks. And it's trying to work out when. So, yeah, I try and add kind of boundaries, I suppose, Make sure that they know, do you want advice or do you just want somebody to go, that sucks? Because both are totally valid in very different ways. Can I sell? I suppose I shouldn't sell the radio. Can I wear the radioactive glasses? No? Maybe I can give them to Gumball. Takes a lot of hard work to just shut up and be there for him and say nothing except just let me know if you need some help. Yeah, it's a hard lesson. I mean, especially if there are situations where you're there thinking, you shouldn't, yeah, they're saying, oh, I'm thinking of doing X or something, and you're there thinking, oh, don't do it, don't do it. But sometimes you just gotta let them learn, make their own mistakes, and it's hard. Or other times you might be annoyed and think, no, what are you doing? You're making all the wrong decisions. But again, gotta listen. Unless, obviously, it's something dangerous. My husband is a fixer, and it took him a long time for me to be able to complain and him to say, I'm sorry, babe, that sucks. Let me know if I can do it. Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely have made that mistake as the fixer. Because ultimately, I want, the people I love, I want everything to be going well for them. And sometimes you feel a bit... You want to interfere. Because ultimately, it's a form of interference. I appreciate I had a lot of people in my life who didn't try to fix things and went through my divorce. Yeah, that must have been so important. Like everything, it's a matter of you got to communicate. You got to remember to say, I just need to rent, or I could do with some advice. What do you think I should do? Did I pick up? No, I didn't. Okay. To be honest, we'll probably go back to watering once everything's kind of over with the desert festival. Today's going to be a kind of a wrap-up day, because I want to make sure I use those calico eggs. And I have to be honest, getting a little bit tired now. So today will probably be the last day for the stream. Not forever. That sounded weirdly bleak. Today's going to be the last day. Just for the stream. So we'll have a nice little chill day to wrap up. We have done very well though. Very, very happy with me. Where's my journal? Should there not be a journal there? Yeah, very pleased we got to level 100 of a skull cavern. Intrigued to see what that's going to lead to. Goodbye forever. Yeah, no. I'll even be back tomorrow. Back for the Friday streams. Only the second Friday stream ever. I say that, a couple of years ago there might have been a Friday stream. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing Portal. So it's going to be a fair old change of pace. I suspect, knowing how my brain is at the moment, because of all the pain stuff, I think I'm going to need some guidance in Portal. So there you go, everyone. I will be officially saying, yeah, you guys can backseat. That's cool. Just for that once. Sometimes I had to ask people whether they want advice for the solution or listening and connection when talking about a grievance. Because it can be pretty difficult to tell sometimes for me. I think it's difficult for everyone in Infinity. Don't worry, it's not just a you thing. I think that's just a human thing. So in most cases, I found it better to at least say that or even ask. Usually not necessary when knowing the person, but I can be very run away with my very detailed thoughts about something when someone wants feedback from me. That can go the wrong direction easily. Yeah, that's a tough balancing act. I'm going to town to meet a friend tomorrow. Oh, well that's way better than watching somebody be rubbish at pool. I hope you have a good time, friendly kitten. And if you're worried about your streak, you can always watch the VOD. Yeah, I really liked Portal last week. Knowing the puzzle I left it on, I think it's going to be hard. I think I'm going to be a little bit stuck. Finish Claire's disc in RE2. Nice, good job, Jezza. I'm going to fire out absolute trash at work today to finish up early and then enjoy the holiday. Juneteenth. Oh, that's good. We got here too early. There we go. Just enough ammo to blast the crap out of the boss. Well timed, Jezza. You did good. But yeah, I'm glad you got a holiday day, Slugnacious. That has to be a good thing. Wow, look at that rock candy. Which we can't afford, but look at it. 500 energy, 225 health, plus 2 mining, plus 5 luck, plus 1 speed, plus 5 defense, plus 5 attack. That's a lot. Last week I had medical appointments every single day for me and my kids, then got the stomach flu on Friday and was brutally ill all weekend, then started this work week and appointments, so I'm due some trash work. You deserve to just take your foot off the gas a bit and yeah, tread water. Over here, we are due a heat wave, but I don't think it's hitting until the weekend. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's meant to be kind of Sunday, Monday is when it hits badly. I am going to be frustrated by the heat wave. I'm not a fan of heat waves, but also it's going to enjoy me. Enjoy me? What? Annoy me if I'm not going to be able to do anything in it. And just email the hospital as I'm worried. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. I hope the hospital can reassure you soon. Yeah, just... yeah. The good news, I think things are calming down. I got custom orthotics for my shoes. Ooh, excellent, Stugnacious. I hope the hospital can help, Lou. Heatwave is going to become sentient? The heatwave will enjoy you? Damn, that's one hot heatwave. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the words. I'm tired, chap. I very much enjoyed this, but for some reason, the ankle business is more tiring than I anticipated. Although I did this morning before the stream, I overdid it with my ankle because... basically, I looked out my window and I saw there's this cat that keeps hanging around the garden, and I've seen it kill one bird because I couldn't get there in time. And I saw it looking like it was going to go after a bird, so I managed to effectively, I want to say rush down the stairs. Not really rush down the stairs because I can't do that, but kind of stagger down the stairs quickly, to the quickest of my abilities to then go chase off the cat. And basically... my ankle's not a fan of it. But I saved that bird, so it was worth it. Should we just head in there for a bit? We could do. We can reach level 30 easy. What, the cheating? In honor of Pride Month, let's talk about the hottest heat waves of the past 30 years. You remember that hottie in the 2003 European heat wave? See, you people have cheered me up. Might still be depressed, but you all are precious, and I appreciate... oh, thank you, Friendly Kitten. I appreciate you too. And it's cheered me up, to be honest. Because I was struggling mentally as well. Because ankle's getting me down, yeah. Life is kind of getting me down. But there's a lot going on with the car and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have been struggling. But I'm so glad I streamed, because you guys have cheered me up a ton. And crucially, have made sure I don't feel alone. And sometimes all you need in life is just to not feel alone. And I don't mean when a scary bat is chasing you. There was a cat that kept shitting AstroTurf outside my house, so I decided to put the bins there, and ever since then it's never come back. Plus, I put in the bins there, makes it easier to put them out, so it's a win-win. There we go, Jezza, you did it! You did the perfect thing! You won! Jezza, you reminded me a new dispensary was opened by rich boomers in my town, and it's so cringe. They put AstroTurf on the floor? Why would you do that inside? But yeah, I mostly like cats. I don't like this particular cat. Partly because he keeps trying to kill the birds in my garden. But also, he is not a friendly cat. First, he's got really glares at me when I go anywhere near him. And it's just... just some cats are just not friendly. That is that cat. That cat is a born hunter instead, but has no interest in people. Because I've seen other cats in my garden that... are naturally curious about other creatures, but then they're really cute and friendly, and you think, well, again, don't kill the bird. But yeah, you kind of feel bad if you're wanting to get rid of it, chase them away. Maybe that cat is in pain. I don't think, not the way he leaps about. I think he's just not a nice cat. He doesn't appear to have any issues, but... And I know he's owned by somebody that lives a few doors away. So, I do wonder if maybe... He's always out. He's out in all weather, which makes me wonder if maybe they're not the best of owners. Where's my ladder? There's my ladder. You also have a life-size cow with sunglasses and a joint in her mouth. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I got nothing with that. That's just odd. Well, people have been mean to it, so it hates all humans. Maybe. It's not scared of humans. You know, it will just truly face off with you a little bit. So, I don't know. I think it might just not be the best of cats. It's a shame, because it looks... It's a black and white cat, and I love black and white cats. Because I have always had black and white or tuxedo cats. And I remember when it first appeared in my garden, I was a bit, oh look, a cute little tuxedo cat. And yeah, it's not a cute little tuxedo cat. Yeah, let's smash this up, get some more eggs. I suppose ultimately cats are a bit like people. Some are just not the best. Oop, that was not what I meant to do. Kind of worked out, but... Probably shouldn't. I was about to plant a bomb and then thought that would be silly. What can I use nut bombs? My suggestion, get some fancy treats and make friends. Yeah, but then he's going to start killing all the birds in my garden. It's really important that I always feed birds, and we always have like 15 birds in my garden each day, if not more. And I do not want to encourage the cat to come in my garden more than he already is. If it wasn't for the birds, yeah, that'd be fine. But he's just going to kill all the birds. Or the squirrel. We have a squirrel that visits a lot too. So, I will say I love New York State and their approach to dispensaries. They gave the first round of business licenses to people convicted of non-violent drug offences. Oh, that's good. So I saw an interview of a man who owns the dispensary that I do like in town, and he just straight up said he was a drug dealer for 30 years before opening a store. So basically he's done drug dealing not with a license, and now he's moved on to drug dealing with a license. That's working your way up. This is where I walk him, you know. But then again, he can catch unaware birds on a leash. Good lords, I have to be diligent. Yeah. Certainly when I have a cat, it will either be a house cat or, yeah, walk it on a leash, because I like the birds, and it is really good for me, for my mental health, to see the birds in my garden a lot. And they definitely see the garden as a safe space, which was really good until now. Appreciate that hustle. Yeah, you got to appreciate that hustle. Surely that is the American dream. I think we're going to get out of here. 122 is good. We'll come back another day. You see cops drive by the shop, and I forget I don't have to hide. Oh, that's amazing. I let him catch mice. There's more than enough of that bit. Fair enough. Okay, so we're gonna go buy that really expensive thing. Was that here? Yeah, the magic rock candy. We'll get some spicy eels, because that will be useful for later runs. Here we go. Oh, we are stacked, chat. Positively stacked. They gave them to people convicted of marijuana crimes too. Just like people not... Right, that's better. I was going to say, what? Not like people dealing fatal drugs. Yeah. Because there's a huge difference between the two. Alright, I need to shower before bed. Probably will be gone when you finish. No worries, Miss Rachie. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up in a few minutes probably. But it's been lovely to have you here. And thank you so much for the watch streak and your company and your hyping of me. I appreciate it. Live in a country where anything stronger than alcohol is considered a sin and you must be punished hard. Yeah, I mean, in the UK, somehow cannabis still isn't illegal here. And I have no interest in partaking, but it doesn't really make sense to me how alcohol is legal, but not cannabis. It's an odd one. Seemed like just a chill black man in his 50s, a fellow hippie in my hippie town. I'm glad he's got a business. Yeah, that's really good. But yeah, I don't really, because, yeah, I don't smoke. I drink like a couple of times a year. So yeah, I have no kind of skin in the game, so to speak. But it just, I don't quite get the logic as to why cannabis is still illegal here. But on the other hand, if they legalised it, I still wouldn't smoke it or stick it in cakes or whatever, because it doesn't really appeal. But... what are we dumping? That probably, yeah. Ooh, solar essence, forgot the solar essence. Is that not around here somewhere? Better fill the slot. Oh no, swap that back. Honey, I think we are good. Oh, I might give a wine to Pam tomorrow, actually. We'll leave that for now. We need a new hippie invasion. The kids these days are so screwed. Yeah, I think I would probably help you. I never did much in the way of cannabis before moving to this legal state. The 10mg gummy is much safer and no hangover like when I drank. Actually, yeah, that would probably tempt me a little bit. I mean, not the same in the slightest, but I've had legal... because we have CBD gummies here that are perfectly legal. I did when I was struggling a bit mentally for a while after my Crohn's diagnosis, and I was struggling to sleep, I used to take a CBD gummy each day, and that did help me a bit. I don't now because it was getting expensive and I didn't really need it after a certain amount of time. But yeah. Oh, it's Pam's birthday. Perfect to give her some wine. Moved here on purpose in 2024. It's a town known for being queer, neurodiverse, and hippies. It's been an oasis in this town. Oh, I bet. That sounds like such a more tolerant place than an awful lot of the world. I tried taking a CBN gummy, and they put me to sleep, but I woke up with awful grogginess, like when I used Benadryl to sleep. Oh, that's not good. They worked well for me, but yeah, I think I just took them for a few months, and then, I don't know, life improved in some way or another, so I could actually, I didn't need them. My school tax went from $150 a month in my old town to $600 in my new town. Ooh, but so worth it. Yeah, you're kind of getting what you pay for, I guess. It also depends on the strain. Yeah, true. Amazing how plant can be so diverse. Yeah, I have no idea what to be terrible, I just bought them off of Amazon and they had good reviews, and I was a bit, I'll give anything a shot within reason. And it worked, luckily. Stop being bad. Virginia's approach to autism ADHD. It's kind of the UK's approach to. Have you tried not? Yeah, sure. But anyway, chat, we are going to wrap things up for one day because I'm a bit tired. That's kind of it. I need a bit of rest. We had a very good run. We absolutely killed the Skull Cavern. We have a prismatic shard, which I think is going to be very, very, very useful now that the desert is opened up, because I remember reading stuff about this. It's going to be... I think we've unlocked a bit of new stuff. It's going to be good. Now, I'll be stuck in a toll here, and you'd get a call from the police about the thing being delivered. See, and I can buy it off of Amazon, and the UK is pretty restrictive. I did mask successfully, and all it took was 30 years of anxiety. I'm sorry, Slugnacious. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to play some Portal. It's going to be an early start for the Slugnaciouses of the world. It's going to start about 10 AM, I think. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to see how energy goes, for one thing. But yeah, and then Saturday... we'll be back with more of this, because I'm properly into Stardew again now, so the elevator mod helped a ton. Saturday it's going to be 10:30 AM UK time, so there's a bit more, yeah, we'll be going for longer because it's Saturday. So thank you all. We have many thanks to give, as always. I mean, besides the fact you're all here and chatting, that is a delight. Aurora, thank you for the watch streak. Emma Modding, Miss Rachie for the watch streak. Lou for the resub, Slugnacious for the resub, and we hit the follower goal, which is a nice little perk. So we're doing good. And thank you for Gigantify, Slugnacious, with the, what is that? With the kind of dumpy style Cox shakes. What? You got a 1K bits badge. Congratulations, Slugnacious. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your time. I'm going to take Zim out now. Was in bed till noon, and he's asked so much for fresh air. Take my crochet with me and try and sit still for a while. That sounds nice, friendly kitten. I hope you have a nice time. We are going to raid over somewhere. I don't know where we're going to raid over to yet.
I'm starving!
First one is subscribers. I am actually hungry, which is good, because lately my appetite's been a bit patchy, what with the foot. So it's good I've got a bit of hunger. That feels like a nice positive sign. Who shall we head over to? Should we try and head over somewhere we haven't headed to ever before? What about that? That could be exciting. Should we do it? Shall we? Yeah, we are in the right position to be new people. That might be nice. Okay, let's head over to... I'm going to head over somewhere kind of chill but cozy and welcoming. So we are going to head to... Or actually, no. We must still go chill. Yeah. Let's head over to Holly Dolly. Holly Dolly is one of the members of the Twitch Women's Guild, which, to be honest, I need to promote that I am a member of more than I have. They are doing a co-working stream, so it's kind of chill vibes where it will be a nice place to settle, get some things done. Yeah, just kind of say hi. So let's head over to Holly Dolly. Let's go meet some new people. Yeah, we shall do that, and I will see you all, or many of you, tomorrow for some Portal. I'm looking forward to Portal. A little bit worried my brain is going to break, but why not? Let's see how it goes. Thank you all. It has been a pleasure. Thank you all for so much for being here. And the lovely chats, you have honestly lifted my mood because it's been a week. And I am grateful for you all. So take care, and I will see you all very soon.